think we're good to go. So I'm gonna hit go now. Happy Turds Day. It's almost the weekend. Let's go. We love the weekend. The concept. Artist, he's okay. Not a great actor. Let's go, Daisy Butts. Oh, those must be our characters, because Albert's there.
Another night in the city.
Love a game that reads to me. Uh-oh. What do I do? I hit enter? Uh-oh.
The kind of night where you in the dark can't hide the crime.
Good.
Mind you, that might have something to do with the fact that I've got a cat's eyes. Nothing hides from me. Anyway, like I was saying, this city is up to its eyes in filth. It's dirtier than a dog's asshole after he hasn't licked it clean in a week. And that's why this city needs me. Name's Albert. Albert Wilde. I'm a private eye. I'm the cat you come to when you need justice in this town.
It's a hard-boiled cat.
I'm always on the prowl for the truth, for criminal scum, for a nice bowl full of milk when I get the chance. It takes a cat to balance on the thin line of the law, and I'm the best at it. I'll leave no stone unturned, no question unasked, no butt unsniffed in my hunt for justice. Unfortunately, the thing they don't tell you about being a private eye is it doesn't exactly do a great job paying the bills, especially when you piss off most of your clients. Point being, my wallet was emptier than my head after 5 bottles of whiskey.
Damn, he drinks too. Alcoholic cat. Do you think cats can hold a lot of alcohol? Probably not, right? Since they don't have like a ton of mass. A dog would probably be able to drink more than a cat. And then a bear would be able to drink like a shitload.
I needed to make a quick buck. Luckily, I knew just the guy to turn to for an easy payout.
Let's go, Waz. Okay, it looks like it kept... I went in and adjusted things earlier because I think when I played the demo for this, it made me motion sick. They've added some little quality of life stuff. Can.
Just an empty soup can. Not even sure why I'm noticing it right now. It's like the hand of some uncaring god just made me look at it.
The lift is like a picture. I don't know what's with this shit all over my screen. I mean, I guess it's making sure I turn the contrast back down. It's a bird. Hi, Jimmy the bird. Oh, I have to read now. Jimmy, how's it shaking? Looking good enough to eat? Not cool, Al. Well, I thought it was funny. You and every other cat in the city.
Been coming to Jimmy's newsstand for years.
So am I reading or not? Game. Hello?
Not for news, but for other business.
Okay, so it reads his inner monologue to me. And I have to read his dialogue, I think.
I don't think he likes me much. He must be intimidated by my brilliant intelligence. Either that, or the fact that I'm a cat and he's a bird. It's hard to tell with these things.
Anyway, you ain't got time to chat. Boss has been asking for you on the regular. He has? Aw, he missed me. Isn't that nice? Look, I ain't getting involved. Just saying, Rudy wants to see you pronto. Suits me, I need to see him anyway. See in the back? Where else would he be? Just head in, I'm washing my claws of this. Damn, strong bird. Thanks, Jimmy. If you want to read the news, you better pay up. I ain't running a library. I don't have money. Rudy the Moose.
There he is. Rudy. No matter what happens, he's always here, always reliable.
Where's my money? Rudy, old buddy, old pal, I need your help. Where's my money? I'll get you your money and more. When? Soon. I just need to put another 100 on my lucky horse. Again? Yeah, I got some bills to pay, and I figured this was a good way to get the money. Oh, you did,
It's a great way to get the money. Low effort, and best of all, absolutely foolproof. Is there a better way to earn some dough than gambling with a sketchy back alley bookie?
Another 100, huh? And how are you gonna pay for that, buddy? I figured the same way as normal. With a loan. From you. And the 2,000 you've already borrowed? I was hoping you weren't gonna ask. Tell you what I'm gonna do, buddy. You're gonna save my bacon? I'm not gonna lend you the 100 to bet on your lucky horse. He's good for it. He's a shoo-in to win the next poker tournament. I'm thinking you can pay me back the 2,000 you owe me. How? That's what I want you to tell me. And I want an answer before I let you leave. What? But look at these antlers. You want to argue? No. I'll figure something out. Let's talk about my lucky horse some more. Lightning Jackson is one of the best poker players there is. My lucky horse never fails. He's lost 198 of the last 200 poker games he's played. That just means he's saving up his luck for a big win streak. I can't believe I'm saying this as a bookie, but that's not how luck works. He's a shoo-in to win this time. Can I get one more loan? My antlers say nay. So how the hell do you expect me to get the money to pay you back? I don't know, maybe try getting a real job? Do I look like some kind of wage slave? I'm not about to work for the manimal. My antlers say you don't have room to be picky about how you make my dough. Don't you mean how I make my dough? No. I said what I said. Your money is my money. Get on it. I get it, but I really am broke and I need cash quick. I got bills piling up, the rent's due, I've got 10 new parking tickets. I missed the part where any of that was my problem. Come on, man, I need something. Not 100, maybe a 50, a couple 20s. Alright, you got me. I'm willing to lend you, yeah, $1. A buck, that's it? Yep. Now what I want you to do is take that dollar, go buy a newspaper from Jimmy, and use it to look for a real job so you can pay me back. What? I'll even let you keep the change. See, I can be generous. Good talk, Rudy. Whatever. Get out of my antlers. Thanks, Rudy. Bed.
So this is where Rudy lays his antlers every night. You know, I'd have thought a successful bookie like him could be able to afford better digs. Maybe I should rethink my assumption that Rudy's a successful bookie.
Can I say that to him? Have you come up with a way to pay me back in the 2 minutes since we've talked? No, I have not. Mind if I grab a newspaper? I mind if you don't pay for it. Lucky for you, I'm flush with cash. Here you go. Huh, this is actually real money. That's a nice change. Still sore about that one time? It was an honest mistake. You scribbled a $sign on a gun wrapper and tried to pass it off as change. Good times. Grab whichever paper you want. Knock yourself out.
Alright, time to get real. All I gotta do is pick up the paper, go to the help wanted ads, and get a normal, paying job. Nah, screw that. There's gotta be something more exciting in here. Hey, what's this?
The dead body found in the warehouse district last night has stumped both police and coroners. The body has not been ID'd and has been officially described as physically unusual and unofficially described as kind of freakish. There are no suspects. Police are offering a reward for anyone who can provide info or assistance. We're asking for the public's help, the police spokesanimal said. But since the public hates us, we figure we'll just have to go to Plan B and bribe them to talk to us. Please?
A mysterious case and a reward. Yes, I'm the lucky one, not my horse. This should solve my money woes, no problem. I should give Rudy the good news.
Oh, Rudy, my pal, my friend. Got a foolproof way to pay you back, and it's in this newspaper. So you took my advice and found an actual job for grown-ups? No. I'm gonna solve this case and claim the reward, see? Once I've solved the mystery, I'll have enough money to pay you back. I like that part. Then you can lend me another 100 to bet on my lucky horse again. Okay, liking it less. And then when I win, I could finally pay my bills. Foolproof. I don't see anywhere in this article saying that they're giving out thousands in reward money. You know what? Screw it. If it gets you out of my antlers, go give it a try. Really? You believe in me? More like I believe you're gonna screw up regardless, so may as well be with this. Thanks, Rudy. I won't let you down. Oh, I expect you will, and when you do, believe me, my antlers have a date with your skull. Should I bring flowers? Oh my god. Just go before I headbutt you. So now that I've spent that buck that I lent you, sure. Anyway, now I'm broke again. Any chance you could float me some more? Keep this up and you'll be floating down the river. Case. Get the case. Oh, this is the map. Alright. Got anything to say, Jimmo? Sorry for that joke about eating you. I just like playing with you. That ain't any more reassuring, you know?
Good. This is good. I can trade this in at the recycling center for some cold, hard cash. Let's see. That'll be worth 5 cents. Great. Just gotta find another 39,999 cans to pay off my debt. No biggie.
Hugh's just gonna crack the case open. He doesn't get it.
No getting in here. Market's closed and locked off till morning. The paper was hazy on the details. Suppose that's why they call it a mystery. But it didn't matter. Those cool zeros were staring out at me from the page like cat's eyes in the dark after the electric bill hasn't been paid. Which reminds me, I really gotta pay my electric bill. Anyway, I wanted this case, but I wasn't gonna be anywhere near it without the say-so of the chief. I should head straight down to the station, meet him in the flesh, and insist on taking this case. All right. They told me never to darken their doorstep again. Not sure what their problem is. It's only an official complaint or 10. Whatever. I'll call them from the office. They can't arrest me for that. Let's just hope I paid my phone bill sometime this year.
Can I go downstairs? No. Let's go, Deborah. Damn, I remember this. I was like, damn, she's awesome. Hey, gorgeous, just checking in. Why, hello there, Albert. How's my favorite neighbor client today? Doing well, Deb. Just the usual. Crime, threats of violence. Oh, one of those days. You seem to have those a lot. I tell you, Deb, sometimes it feels like you're the only animal who's happy to see me. Are you kidding? Do you know how many hours I've billed for your lawsuits? You're putting all 10 of my piglets through college. Of course I'm happy to see you. Well, I appreciate you going the whole hog for me.
Deborah's a lawyer. A damn good one. So what if she's never won a single one of my cases? I hire her every time I get sued. By case 84, we were pretty friendly. And if I want to keep it friendly, I better not mention I'm now too broke to pay her.
Right, well, anything I can do for you before I get back to my legal briefs? Nope, just checking if any clients were asking after me. Actually, yes. There was a woman here looking for you. I told her to leave a note. Was she good looking? Ow, you tomcat. Hey, it's a fair question. A good investigator learns all he can about his cases. Well, this case will have to stay a mystery for now then. Toodles, my dear. Bye-bye, pig. Piggy, pig, pig.
Looks like someone left a note for me.
Dear Mr. Wilde, I need help, and someone mentioned you. I need to speak with you as soon as possible. It's about my husband. I was here at noon, but you were out, so I'll try again tomorrow morning. I hope I can catch you then. I need your help desperately, MG.
And my bread, my butter, my tuna cat food, and I missed it. Damn, if I'd been here, I'd have another paying client by now. Home, sweet home. Literally, I sleep under the desk most nights. Have some fond memories of late nights at the desk. Licking my own asshole. Good times. Now, where did I put that phone? That's right, illegal booze. In the eyes of prohibition, I'm just another criminal. Me and every other animal in this crazy messed up town. Whatever. If I'm taking down big crimes, I say I get to have a little crime as a treat. On the rocks. Look, a cat has certain needs. Needs he can only satisfy with a box full of sand. Even a private eye's gotta take a leak somewhere. And the landlord complained when I used the wall.
I bet. That's kind of fucking gross.
Let's see. 3 unpaid parking tickets. 2 unpaid electric bills. Final warning from gas. Eviction proceedings. Honestly, animals in this city have no patience anymore. You'd think they'd keep it cool, but no. Miss your bills for 5 months and they get all uppity. What's the big rush? A news clipping of the first case I ever solved. I was so proud. It's really insightful and well written for an obituary. My diploma.
Paw Prince Elementary School.
Proof of my biggest accomplishment.
Not very educated.
So much blood, sweat, and tears. But now, there it is. Albert Wilde, graduate of Paw Prince Elementary School.
He's a genius. What is this?
My trusty flashlight, a real light in the dark of this city. Plus, it's super handy for those times I forgot to pay the electric bill. I'd better bring it along. A detective needs to be prepared. Besides, seems like the kind of thing some jerk insists I have handy for a puzzle later.
True. True and real. Alright. Oh, dartboard.
I get a lot of hard work done in this office. And by hard work, I mean working on my high score. Good. There's a dial tone. They didn't cut off service yet. Now, what's that number for police headquarters?
Chief? It's me. I wanted to... Albert? It's Albert. Yes, that Albert. He hung up on me. Hello? Hello? Mushy mushy.
Oh, must have gotten disconnected somehow. I should try again.
This guy's kind of an
Second
oblivious
time's the
asshole.
charm. Come on, pick up.
Chief, might want to check your connection. Our call got dropped somehow. Anyway, I'm calling about the case. You know, the case? The case in the newspaper? The warehouse murder? The one that's offering a reward? Yeah, that case. I want in. I want to solve this case. Yes, I am serious. No, I think you're exaggerating a little, Chief. Everything worked out with that witness. The family dropped the charges and... Sure, but what's a lawsuit or two? Point is, I cracked the case. I told you it was that crazy bat in the pink hat. Yeah, and then she flew away. You know, like bats do. Did you forget the bit where she shot me? Sure, it was a foam dart, but I'm sure she was fine. She didn't need functioning legs anyways. What do you mean legal action against the city? Look, none of it's my fault. It won't happen again. Stop groaning. I'll prove it. Let me in. Yes, I'll stop calling if you do. I promise. Great. Give me the address and I'll be out of your fur. Got it. 23 Lion Lane, Warehouse District. You won't regret it, Chief. At least not this time. I'll head right over. As far as I'm concerned, I'm already there. Barring traffic on the east side, of course. Oh, Chief, one last question. How much is the reward, and is it in real money? I guess that's two questions, but... Hello? Hello, Chief? Anyone there? Alright, well, if you're still listening, good talk.
At last, I'm on the case.
Let's go. The case was didn't. We must investigate the crime scene. Can I tell
Better
Deborah?
not bother her again. She's got a job to do, just like me, but for actual money. There's nothing like the rush of being on a case. All 6 of my nipples are tingling.
This game's funny. Just saying.
It was a close thing, me taking this case. But it'd be rude to say no when the goddamn chief of police is begging you to help solve it. Not that he put it that way, but I could tell. He's probably intimidated by my skills, by my dedication to justice.
So true.
By the fact that I'm a sleek feline predator of the night and he is, well, a rabbit with a receding hairline.
Do animals get receding hairlines? Hair. Ah.
I'm a genius. At any rate, this case sounded like one of the weird ones. The body, it ain't normal. But then, what is normal in this jungle city of ours? That was deep. I should write that one down. This case had me heading to an abandoned warehouse. The scene of the crime.
I also like the juxtaposition of his speaking voice and his inner voice. He's definitely like super lame when he speaks to people. And he's like
stepped out of the car
super hard-boiled in his own
from
head.
the night air. Then regretted it right away. The warehouse district isn't exactly all spring flowers. I took in the scene with my keen observational skills.
My keen skills.
Yep, looked like a warehouse, all right.
Wow, look at this guy. Is that a hippo? I'm so short, and you're so tall. Sir, this is a restricted area. Only police officers and authorized personnel allowed. I'm authorized. Albert Wilde, Private Eye. Your chief asked me to come consult. In that case, what's the secret code? How about the clock is fuzzy in the atrium and the rolling mushroom gathers bees? Close enough. Go ahead and check in with Officer Betty. Okay. How do I go in? By you? Oh. You're so tall. Wow, is that a flamingo? Oh, he has a bow tie on. That's fun. Hi, Betty.
Well, well, if it isn't Officer Betty, should have known she'd be on the scene.
Oh God, not you again.
She likes to make out that she's all badge, but I know the truth.
What the hell are you doing here?
Under that police hat, she's all doe eyes and hind legs, and madly in love with me.
Oh God, he's monologuing again, isn't he? Snap out of it, or I shoot. Hi, Bats. Miss me? Not at this range, I won't. Let's try this again. What are you doing here? The chief asked me to step in. Thought I could lend a paw to solving this case. Let me guess. You saw the reward and begged him to let you in on it. Pretty much, yeah. And he agreed? Did he forget that you ate one of the witnesses last time? I still say he wasn't being straight with us. I know a rat when I smell one. He was a rat, you idiot. Well, yeah. But still, I knew. I've got an instinct, you know. I do, a good one, too. Leads me right almost as often as it leads me wrong. Think of the paycheck, Betty. Think of the paycheck. What was that? Fine. If the chief says you're on the case, then I guess I'll have to work with you. Good, I'm looking forward to working closely with you. Don't even think about it, Alley Cat. The body's through the door there. Fair warning, it's a weird one. Really weird. Okay. What's this?
Pieces of shattered glass. Looks like it came from a window. God, I'm smart. The pattern doesn't look like your regular break and enter. Too much spread.
God, I'm smart.
If I had to guess, I'd say the glass got blown out.
Hello, Flamingo. Francis the Flamingo. Wow, he is very noble. Excuse me, sir, I have some questions about the case. Sorry, my mama told me not to talk to strangers. I'm not a stranger, I'm working with this case. Sounds like something a murderer returning to the scene of the crime might say. I'm not a murderer either. Look, could you just tell me? Sorry, babe, but until I get the official policel. Okay, my beak is sealed.
A closed manhole cover. Whoa, place looks like a bomb just went off. Maybe an explosion? But there's no evidence of heat or fire. No smell of smoke. No blood on the body.
I'm really enjoying it so far, actually. It's kind of funny. Easy breezy so far.
Let's see. No blood, no sign of injury, no burns or charred fur. He's just dead. Wait a minute. Why is it so small? The arms and legs. What is up with this body? Yeah, sucks. Whatever. The really big mystery is who or what this cat is. Where the hell do you see a cat this small in this city? The hospital kitty-ernity ward? And those arms, legs, limbs? It's like a Neanderthal cave painting. Never mind that. What is up with this body's head? Those perky ears, that handsome face. I'd know it anywhere. It's my face.
What?
I mean, 99% my face. There's a few differences, but my face.
What does this mean? Is that me? My tripping balls? I got into the good stuff. I'm on catnip. What on earth has happened?
Whoa, okay. That was weird. Is weird. Weirdness is definitely happening. Okay, Albert, calm your 6 tits. Take a breath. Lick your butt and focus. You're an investigator. Time to do investigating things.
Gotta calm my 6 tits.
And yeah, still creepy that its head is almost exactly like mine.
Wish I could see it. Alright, Betty. What do you got to say, Betty? What the? I told you, one of the weirdest cases I've ever seen. What's with his face? So, the dialogue is unvoiced, but his inner monologue is all voiced. So, just so you know. I know. Horrifically ugly, isn't it? It's my face. Like I said. Never mind. Just break it down for me. What do you know so far? Not much. Why do you think we're desperate enough to ask you? Let's start with the basics. Any idea on the victim? Nope. Cause or time of death? No idea till we hear from the coroner. Suspects? Not a one. Well, geez, what do you have? That flamingo over there. Huh? He found the body late last night. Apparently, he heard something strange. Other than that, yeah, he's basically the only witness we found so far. Wait, so the body was found last night? Uh-huh. And the witness is still just hanging around 24 hours later? Uh-huh. And you're still hanging around 24 hours later? Uh-huh. And the scene hasn't been cleared 24 hours later? Uh-huh. What's your point? This is as wide as I could get it. Because I remember the demo made me motion sick. So. Why is everything still here? Plot convenience? Yeah, that makes sense. What the hell is up with the body? I know, right? It's got us all spooked. Is there a reason it's naked? It came like that? And what's with those little arms and legs? The coroner guessed that it doesn't walk. It crawls on all four. What? What animal doesn't walk upright? An animal after 5 shots of whiskey. That's fair. Anything else? Well, it's male and it's a cat. Brilliant policing, our tax dollars at work. Hey, you've got to admit, he's not an average cat. We had to confirm. Any reason he looks exactly like me? Does he? I didn't notice. Maybe that's just your vanity talking. And there's no sign of any blood at all? Nope. And no sign of burns either. But the autopsy will check for any internal causes. Dang, I was hoping for a blood trail straight to the killer. If there was a trail like that, do you think we'd need your help? Hey, what about that time I noticed a red spot on the suspect's shirt? Yeah, because he was eating spaghetti. What is this place anyway? Looks dusty. It's been abandoned for years. No current owner, no workers, no nothing. Besides the dead cat. Has the scene been left exactly as it was when the body was found? No. I felt the need to redecorate, so I went around rearranging all the rubble. Of course it's exactly the way we found it. We're not morons. We just hire them, apparently. So what do you make of the hole on the roof and the broken glass? If I had to guess, I'd say an explosion without fire. An explosion without fire? How's that possible? There's signs of the force of a blast, but no burn marks or charring. So what, you're thinking an elephant fart? I'll write it down in my notebook as a possible working theory. Tell me more about the witness. What did he see? A lot. Mr. Lagarde reported hearing a loud noise from the warehouse. He came in to investigate and found the body. I'd better speak to him. I'd really rather you didn't, considering your history with the witnesses. I promise I won't eat him this time. I'll allow it. But the minute you start licking your lips, the interview's over. Mr. Lagarde, this guy will have questions for you. He's working with us, sort of. Well, we tolerate him. If you say so, officer, I'm ready whenever. Personal chat. So how have you been? Fine until you showed up. It's amazing how much my stress has spiked in the last few minutes. Good, good. So things are going well? Been having a good time? Seeing anybody? Yeah. I'm seeing as many animals as I need to in order to make you stop flirting with me. It's cool. I'm a detective. I can tell when someone isn't interested. Really? Because the evidence is heavily against that. I'm gonna take a look around. Don't touch anything and don't eat anybody. Hello, Francis. Mr. Lagarde, I was hoping you could tell me more about what you witnessed. Well, I suppose... I love his bow tie. I suppose, as long as you're not just some rando. My name is Albert Wilde, and believe me, Mr. Lagarde, I'm a very special rando. Bless your heart, call me Francis. Alright, Francis, let's start from the top. Tell me what happened. Was on my way home from work. What's your work? You work in the warehouse, I take it? No, it's just a great shortcut between my apartment and my dance studio. You're a dancer? Have you seen these legs? Why wouldn't I be a dancer? I just figured you had a real job. Excuse me? Oh no. How dare you insult my profession? Dance is the very soul of animal expression. I didn't mean... It is a language, Mr. Wilde, the most profound form of communication we have. Sure, but I wanted to know... You wouldn't turn your nose up at the idea of a professional translator, would you? Yeah, you meet a professional translator of the language of dance and you sniff at it. Sniff? That was just my allergies. Look, there's a body... You know what? I'm done speaking your silly words and questions. I'll talk once you apologize. In the language of truth and the soul. Please tell me you're not thinking what I think you're thinking. Come back when you're ready to show me you're sorry. This is going great. Look, Mr. Lagarde, Francis. I feel like we got off on the wrong foot. Psst, zip it. Unless you're willing to step forward onto the right foot. Let me get this straight. You'll forgive me if I dance? I'll forgive you if your dance expresses the deepest depths of your regret. I won't be holding my breath. It's time. Let's apologize. I'm very sorry I insulted your profession. Dancing is a perfectly fine job. Not listening. That takes a lot of skill and dedication, and I was wrong to blow that off by not listening. I'm trying to apologize. Blah, blah, blah. You're apologizing in words. Words are meaningless. Only the movement of your body can communicate your sincerity and growth. Can I just say sorry you were offended and get on with my life? Nope. Okay, I was a jerk, I admit it, and I'm willing to suck up my pride to show it. Oh? You want me to apologize in the language of dance? Then here it goes. What a great dance. It's like the perfect shitty. It's like the perfect shitty dance. It's like stock emote. Alright, apology accepted? Blah ha ha ha. Oh my god. Did I communicate sincere regret and atonement in the language of dance? More like you communicated that your hair is lucky and you washed it in soup. Look, I'm bad at other languages, okay? Even dancing. Actually, mostly dancing. Obviously. Maybe you should take lessons before you try communicating again.
Lessons, huh? That's not a bad idea. And I know just the person that can help me. But then there's her husband. Maybe I can drive over and park in the back alley.
I demand answers. I get I bruised your ego, but we have an actual honest-to-God death here. We do indeed the death of society's appreciation for old art and culture. Art and culture, great. Whatever. They're not relevant to the case. They're always relevant, you Philistine. Someone is dead. You have vital info that could blow open the case. And now you're obstructing justice because I insulted your job? Who's obstructing? I'm happy to talk to Officer Betty, just not you. What if I dance again? Would it help if I tried to dance again? I think that might make it worse. You're still mad? We're not cool yet? I admit, your horrific stumblings gave me the best giggle I've had in years. But no, we're not cool. Not until you take this seriously and learn how to truly express yourself. You mean until I learn how to dance? Did I stutter? I'll leave you be for now. Left pod Philistine. Wow. Little snobber. Betty. Uh-oh. You've got that investigative look on your face. The look that says lawsuits. Okay. I'm gonna take a look around. Well, I guess I gotta go find out somebody. Somebody's gotta help me dance. They don't pay me to answer questions or ask them. They just pay me to stand here and look intimidating. I'm really good at that. Good to see our tax dollars at work. Time to get in my car, I guess. Dance studio.
When you're as dedicated to justice and the truth as I am, you sometimes put your paw in your mouth. Sometimes all four at once. Still, a dancer? What kind of job is that? Sounds like something that rewards stupid fluff skills like discipline and artistry, but hard physical training. Still, this dapper dancing dude is the only witness, and now he's not talking, which puts a dent in doing my totally legitimate and real job. The only way to make him open up is to dance my way into his good graces. Too bad I've got 4 left paws and the rhythm of a geriatric rhino on a jackhammer. Luckily, I've got my ace in the hole, an old friend of mine who works as a dance instructor, which, unlike being a professional dancer, is a totally legit and respectable job for reasons. I just hope her window is open and her husband's not around.
Oh my god, what if she's a stripper? Is this game about to be fucking godlike?
Here we are. It looks like she's in. Her lights are on. Perfect.
That would be so sick. Oh my god, am I gonna like pole dance for him?
Looks like someone's living rough here, sleeping on the bench. No sign of them now, though.
That would be so sick. Big jumper. Lily, it's me. Laura, open up and let me in. She a cow? What on earth, Al, you sly feline? It's been an age. How have you been? Doing better now that I see you again. I've missed you too, you beautiful bovine. Albert Wilde, I told you to stop that, you old tomcat. You keep forgetting I'm a married woman now. That means I've got to be proper.
Lily and I go way back. Nobody denies we've got a special connection. Well, nobody but her and her giant rhino of a husband, I suppose.
Hey Lily, I need to ask a favor. I need you to teach me how to dance. Really? After all this time, all my nagging, now you want me to teach you? Yeah, well now it's actually important. I'm not gonna dignify that with a response. What dance do you want to learn? I can teach you ballroom, ballet, the Charleston, the foxtrot, the shimmy. Whatever says, I'm sorry about insulting your career. Could you please talk to me? Okay, that's a new one. But I think I can swing it. So 3 lessons a week will cost... No, not like that. I need you to teach me now. What? You don't mean right now, do you? Yeah, I mean right now. In fact, I need to learn within the next hour. Oh, Al, that's just plumb impossible. Please, Lily, it's a matter of vital importance. Lives could depend on it. Well, alright. But you owe me big time, Tomcat. Now get inside quick before Joe sees you. And they danced. And it was beautiful. Well, I've done the best I can. The rest is up to you. Thanks, Lily. You're absolutely bovine. Oh, you. Okay. That was pretty painless. It's got nothing to say. Oh, I didn't look up.
I'm guessing this wasn't a failed attempt to put in a skylight for the warehouse. Could be the victim was on the roof and it collapsed. But no. Too much damage. I'd say it looks exactly like a bomb blast. Except for, you know, all the other stuff from a bomb. Like heat damage and burn marks.
Time to bust a move. Okay, I've learned a few new steps. The first step's to making up for my mistake. I'll believe it when I see it. Let's see if you've improved. Uh-oh, it's the same dance. Is he stupid? Oh, okay. He did a little spinner. Oh, he's doing the worm now. He's getting... Oh, my God. Well, your mastery of the language of dance is still a little jumbled. But honestly, I'm impressed. You've made remarkable progress. How I have? I mean, of course I have. The grace of your movements betray your regret for disrespecting my art. The frantic motions suggest your urgency to solve the case. Well, yeah, what, am I forgiven? Can we get on with the investigation? All right, apology accepted. Ask your questions. So, you were on your way home from your valid and worthwhile job. That's right. It was very late, so I took a shortcut through the warehouse district. Did you see anyone sus? Nope, but I was distracted. I was working on a new dance routine as I walked. Okay, and then what? It was a big sound. What kind of sound? I don't know, a sound? It was a sound. Uh-huh. What did you do then? Well, the sound came from this warehouse, so I ran in to see what was happening. Figured maybe it was an explosion and someone was hurt, you know? And that was when you found the body? Sure did. Got an eye full of it once the other animal ran off. What? So you were the one who found the body? Was he already dead when you arrived? I think so. It's a little hard to take a pulse with your feathers, to be fair. That's a good point. Did you notice anything unusual about the body? Besides the tiny size, the 4 weird legs, the fur, the lack of clothing? No, not really. Minor details, huh? I assume you don't know this cat? Never seen him before in my life. What kind of animals do you think I know? I don't know. For all I know, in the weird world of dancing, you have an amazing, diverse circle of cool, interesting animals to befriend. Good save. Could you describe the sound? Not easily, no. Just tell me what it sounded like. That's the thing. It didn't sound like anything. I've never heard a sound like that. Alright, then just tell me what you heard. You're not getting what I'm putting down here, are you? You gotta be able to tell me something. Was it loud? It was loud, but not the loudest. And it was harsh, but not the harshest. Go on. It was sharp, but not the sharpest. Uh-huh. It was sort of like a whoom, except for the bit where it wasn't like that at all. Great, thanks. Super helpful. No need to get rude. No, I'm trying to reproduce the sound. Oh boy, this will be interesting to transcribe in my notes. Go back to the part where you mentioned another animal. Was it the killer? No idea. I'm afraid they didn't stop to say hello. I'm Alex Killer and I've killed. What kind of animal were they? No idea. I got a bit distracted by the very distracting body behind them. Let's take it step by step. What were they doing when you first saw them? Taking something off the body, I think. I didn't see what it was. I yelled, "Hey," or something like that, and they turned and booked it. Where to? Into the sewers. The manhole cover was open when I arrived. But the manhole's closed now. Oh, that was me. I didn't want to put up with the sewer stink during my shift. Did you see which way they went in the sewers, Francis? Gee, sorry. I was a bit too busy rushing to check on the cat on the floor. I assume you tried to track them, right, Betty? They sound like the main suspect. Yeah, but I'm not being paid enough to go sewer diving. Well, lucky for you, I'm broke, so any pay will be enough to go sewer diving. Let me make sure I've got all this. You're on your way home. Yep. When you heard a loud noise in here that you can't describe. Yep. You ran in and saw an animal you couldn't identify. Uh-huh. Who stole something from the body that you couldn't see. Yep. And then escaped into a sewer tunnel you couldn't point out. That's about the size of it, yeah. Is there anything you can describe, Mr. Lagarde? Yes, the size of my headache after all your questions. Thanks. Would you stick around in case I have more questions? Hey, I've been hanging out here for 24 hours. I ain't going anywhere. Well, I'll see if Betty has anything new to say. Doesn't look like it. Into the sewers. Oh, we go.
Time to make like a strapping young turtle with ninjutsu training and open this. All right, let's turn this baby on. No, not that button. Not that button. Not that. This flashlight has only one button. Great, now I can see what I'm smelling. You know what? Ignorance was bliss. All right, Albert, you're on the case. Gotta be something from the culprit down here.
Stinky, stinky sewer. Stinky, stinky, stinky. Loads of stinky. They took the
I think I know
handle
where
off.
this might go.
What a puzzle. Do you describe these as sewer tunes? I don't know. I think it's a bit too classy for being sewer music.
Oh boy. Of course this would be the Tears turf. Just my luck. This city has a filthy underbelly. Literally, a seedy underworld of underground crime that's underground. There's a lot of gangs running things in this city. Smuggling, bootlegging, jaywalking, you name it. And they run it all from down here. Privacy, easy movement, storage space, and no one notices if you don't shower. They all have their own little enclaves and tunnel networks. And guess which one I just walked into? The Crocodile Tear Gang. The nastiest two-faced criminal scum down here. I'd better be careful, or I'll be the one crying real tears. That's another good one. I need to make notes on these. This case is draining, and so is the sewer.
Every game's gotta have a sewer level in it. You know how it is. Can't lower this bridge? Guess not. Oh, yeah, I can. So now I have to redo it. Oops, went the wrong way. So
Seems like the sewer's got a soft spot for cats.
So I can go this way. This is something I was just sitting here thinking. Like, feels like you really do go in a sewer in at least half of video games, right? How many of us have been in a sewer? Probably like nobody, right? So why is it such a common setting? Do you think? It's weird, right?
Looks broken. Maybe it's around here somewhere.
Wow, that was a very loud vehicle that just went by. Machine.
Whoa. That's a lot of machine for a little moonshine. I can tell by the smell that it's for distilling liquor, but I've never seen anything like it. It's like something from another era.
Uh-oh. Well, well, well. Looks like we got us a rat sniffing around our business. Chompy? Need new glasses, bud? That ain't a rat, it's a cat. It's a figure of speech scales. Point being, he's an unwelcome guest. Hi, guys. You must be the sewer workers. What are you boys up to? Something on the up and up, I'm sure? Nothing to do with, say, theft or murder? Asking questions, huh? That don't bode well for you. Know what curiosity does for cats, bub? Encourages intellectual development? Get 'em, boys! Prepare to fight. Oh, fuck. What is... How do I... Ease attack? Oh, fuck. Oh, he's good. Oh, I have stamina. Okay. Oh, I loot the body.
A piece As if I'm not fluffy enough already.
I see what you're saying. Yeah, that's good analysis. Oh, get fucked.
Only thing in his pockets is a sticky cough drop. Clearly worth fighting for. Locked as tight as the lid on that jar of mayo I've been struggling to open all month. Except, I guess for this, I can just find a key instead of wrestling with it.
Okay. This one's a bit more hard-boiled. Oh, okay. You know what? Why don't I just walk you over here, since I bet you have the key I need anyways. Give me that fucking key.
His pockets are full. Library card, medical alert bracelet, house key, sewer key. Wait, that last one would be helpful. It's open.
Let's go. Get fucked, boys. Is that a bug with a hat? It's a mantis. You don't see enough praying mantises in media. Very interesting creatures. Chompy? That you? How's the latest batch coming? Chompy's a little occupied at the moment. Wait a second. You're not Chompy. You're not even a crocodile. Neither are you? I'm the boss, you maroon. The boss doesn't need to be a crocodile. I'm not sure how that works, but... Wait, you're the boss of the crocodile tears? Then that means you're... Manny the Mantis Malone. And who the hell are you? I the hell am Albert Wilde, Private Eye. And I have some questions for you. They always do. How'd a little bug like you end up running a gang of bloodthirsty crocs? Well, not those questions. I mean questions about a crime you might be involved in. Ha! Then I ain't answering anything. No way I'm gonna let you pin me down. I probably shouldn't have said that bit out loud. Okay. Look at this little guy. He's funny. I see you like to enjoy the fruits of your illegal distilling. Hey, a good businessman samples his own product and shares it with friends. Needless to say, I won't be sharing it with you, so don't bother asking for a drink. Okay, damn. Let's talk. Ha! You still trying to pin me down, you sacker? What? Hey, let me out. Let me out. Heh, looks like I was able to pin you when the cops couldn't. I mean, that's not really that impressive. Have you seen the city's police force? Now I'm gonna ask some questions about what happened in the warehouse. You're gonna think really hard about your answers. If I'm satisfied, I'll let you go. I ain't answering anything without my shock of a lawyer present. Fine, then I guess you're gonna get comfortable in that whiskey glass. Alright. You made your point. Ask your damn questions. We found a body in a warehouse connected to these sewers. Know anything about that? Nope. Really? A body in crocodile territory and you just don't know anything? Look, leaving bodies around ain't our style, cat. Too messy, too many questions. What do you do with your bodies then? You seen my boys, right? Particularly their teeth. Ew. Besides, whacking animals aren't our style. I need a lozenge. Whacking kneecaps is where it's at. Assuming the patsy has kneecaps, mind you. So have you had to whack any kitty kneecaps recently? No, but you're also looking mighty tempting when I get out of... Wait, are you saying the dead body's a cat? Yes. Huh, yeah, I guess that does make sense. What does? Oh, believe me, if I told you, it would make less sense. Glass prison? Give me a minute, I gotta figure out the best way to explain. You do know something about the body of that cat, don't you? I could put 2 and 2 together. So can I, it's 5, right? Oh boy, this might be hard to explain. An eyewitness saw someone steal something from the scene at that warehouse. The thief ran into the sewers. One of your boys, I take it? Actually, no. We weren't the ones who stole it from there. It sure sounds like you know what it is. I sure do. That's because I actually have it in the back here. What? But you just said... I said we didn't steal it from there. Someone else did, and we stole it from her. That was a lot of capital letters in one sentence. Mind breaking it down? The thief wasn't one of my gang. She had her own thing going on. When she got caught, she ran into the sewers to try and get away. Guess she forgot this was crocodile tier turf. Bumped straight into my boys. Oh geez, did they eat her? No, what kind of scaly monsters do you take me and my boys for? We had a chat during which we relieved her of her ill-gotten goods. Why do I get the sense there's way more to this than you're telling me? Oh, you have no idea. But then, since you don't know what she stole... So you're saying someone outside your gang stole something from the body. But then you showed up and stole it from her, right? More or less, yeah. How do I know you're telling the truth? You don't. But that's the story you're gonna get from me. So you don't know her name? Why she stole it? Who she is? Oh, I know plenty of that stuff. But none of it's gonna help you. Not unless you know what it is she stole. So you have whatever that thief stole off the body. Sure do. Have it under lock and key in the back. So what is it? That, my feline friend, is a complicated question with a complicated answer. Is it? I figure it's a whatever is a pretty simple, complete sentence. This goes way deeper than you could possibly imagine. You sound like my proctologist. And like I told him, I've got a deep imagination. Okay, that sounds uncomfortable and gross, frankly. Look, I need to know what it is. It's evidence in a possible murder investigation. I don't know. Well, I don't know how much air is in that glass. Alright. Maybe it's easier to explain everything if I just show it to you. It's just through that door there. I'll need to give you the code for the lock, though. I think this is still his voice. I need to give you the code for the lock, though. Just tell me what it is you've got, alright? No point beating around the bush. Cat, I'm a praying mantis. Hiding in the bush is what I'm good at. That's not the same expression, and also not the point. Look, it's just easier to explain once you take it out. Not to mention more suspenseful. Now you're getting it. So how did a little bug like you end up running a gang of bloodthirsty crocs? Everyone ends up asking that sooner or later. Even the bloodthirsty crocs. I'd tell you, but I'm writing a book about my life, and I wouldn't want to spoil. How's the writing going? I'm at the chapter about the time I was thinking about becoming a mantis of the cloth. A priest? You? Seems a bit of a mismatch. Not really. I know a lot about praying. Get it? On second thought, I think the less I know about you, the better. I'll be right back. Stay right there. Like I could go anywhere.
A solid metal door and a combo lock. No one's getting at anything past this. I'll need the number for the keypad. And I bet Manny the Mantis has it.
Yeah? Yeah, what? I'm still stuck here, remember? What do you want? So you've got this mysterious item locked up behind a door. Yeah, what of it? Where'd you think I was gonna put it? A safe? Ours is at the shop. I forgot the combination. Besides, this door's the real deal. Combo lock, sturdy as hell. Ain't nothing getting through it. Please tell me you didn't forget the combination to the door as well. Oh no, that's easy. That's Uncle Lenny's birthday, June 6, 1866. So, sorry. So 6666? I can't tell if that's more or less ominous than the other number. Good old Uncle Lenny. He was a character. Too bad how his marriage ended. He got divorced? More like he got devoured. You know how praying mantis mating works, right? It's a very silly, very funny game so far.
Done. And open. Now to see what's on the other side. The heck?
Another door.
Another door with another lock. Looks like this door is just as solid as the first one. As is the number lock. Guess I'm gonna need another passcode.
What gives? There's another door behind the door. Oh, right, yeah. I forget about that one. Great, well, sometimes I forget to remove my drink glasses from my desk. Alright, don't get your catgut in a twist. It's just extra precaution. So what's the new passcode? 8484, the summer of 84. A special day for my parents. Like the day your mom met your dad? Actually, is when my mom ate my dad. But it was very romantic. I defer to your expertise on praying mantis romance.
8484, the summer of mantis love and mantis loss, I guess. There we go. Just gotta open this thing up and finally see what this thing is. Oh, come on. This is getting a little ridiculous. What needs this much security anyway? Man, even if this wasn't evidence for the case, I'd be curious and suspicious.
Okay, that's it. What's with the doors? There's a third one. Yeah. So, see, my cousin Vinny has a door repaired installation shop. Since we're family, he gave me a special discount. 3 doors for the price of 1. And you decided to put all 3 in one place. Where else would I put them down here in the sewers? Whatever. Passcode? 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me guess. The day your grandma swallowed her second husband. No, I just blanked and couldn't think of a number.
Okay. 3's the charm, right? They always say things come in 3s. That's why you always succeed on the 3rd try. 3's the nice, dependable number. Speaking of dependable numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4. Huh. That's my luggage combination. All right. Here we go.
Oh my god.
I hate my job sometimes. A 4th door. You have to be kidding me. This has to be a joke. But nope. It's real. Gotta get that strong security in there somehow, huh? Another big, solid, heavy door. You know, just like all the other doors. And let me guess. I tried the handle. It's locked. It needs another key code too. You know what? I'm not gonna argue.
Four doors. I thought you said your cousin sold you 3. Vinny threw in an extra one as a freebie to family. I'm this close to smashing your glass with a hammer. It's the last one, I swear. I just wanted to be sure this thing was safe. Fine. Passcode now. Oh, there is no passcode. What? Yeah, the last door actually doesn't have a locking mechanic. Why not? Vinny wasn't that generous with his freebies.
I don't believe him. I don't believe that this is actually unlocked. I don't believe that the last door in this ridiculous setup would be completely unlocked. You know what? I'm not gonna argue or question anything at this point.
Okay.
What is that?
Collar.
A bracelet? Why is it so small? No. It's a collar, and not the kinky fun kind. At least I hope not. With one that small. This was on the body. But why would someone steal it? And why would the Crocodile Tear Gang keep it locked up so tightly?
Are you done monologuing yet? Bring the collar in here and I'll explain.
What the feline fuck?
What is happening?
What?
Hello? Cat? Crap. Now how am I gonna get out of here? I'm like small.
Whoa. Okay. That was weird. Is weird. Weirdness is definitely happening. Either I inhaled a bit too much crocodile moonshine while I was down in the sewer, or grabbing that collar sent me somewhere I've never ever seen before. Looks very nice, to be honest. I like the view. I feel drawn here, somehow. But there's no time for sightseeing. I've got a mystery to solve. More than one, really. And besides, I've got things I have to find. Answers, clues, a way back to my car. And of course, the most important, urgent thing I have to find right now. A bathroom. I forgot to go to the little litter box room before leaving the house. What's that shop? Out of time clock repairs. Maybe they've got what I need, even if it's just a corner to do business in.
It's an owl. Hello, owl. Hello? Welcome, you're late. I am. I didn't know I was supposed to be here. Well, you were. About time. Okay. Anyway, I was wondering if I could use your phone to call for a ride. Can I also borrow the key for your employee bathroom? I have to leave a deposit. Here's the key. Door's over there. Go save the world. What? Wait, save the world? I mean, it's a pretty big deposit, not gonna lie, but it's not that big. Hello? Context, please? Maybe a name or something? Are you still here? Door's over there. Right, confusion can wait. I have an urgent deposit to make.
Hey, this isn't the employee bathroom. Either that, or these are those weird modern European toilets I keep hearing about. Huh. Nothing happened. Maybe it needs to be prepped or something. Not that it would actually work, I'm sure.
Interdimensional quantum zapping electrical relocation. I'm teleporting. Hey, sorry to bug you, but I still need a bathroom, and that back room is not a bathroom. At least I don't think it is. Okay, so what is it then? What the heck is going on back there? Read the instructions. Not exactly what I had in mind for some nice light bathroom reading while I do my business. What's your name? Who are you? Would it help if I asked, who are you? No, it wouldn't. What is this place? How did I get here? Is there a train back into the city? Because I have places to be. You don't talk much, do you? Nope. Could you clarify that bit about saving the world? I mean, if it's that important, you'd think there'd be really clear instructions. There were clear instructions. Clear to you, maybe. Anything else you can tell me? I mean, if it's not important, you'd think there'd be really clear instructions. We just said the same thing here. What's up with the back room anyway? The instructions should clear everything up. Well, they didn't. They really, really didn't. Good talk. Glad we chatted. I'll leave you to it. I don't want the world-saving thing to interrupt your... whatever you're doing. Good. Instructions. IQ 0. 1 receiver and 1 teleporter. Object charged with quantum particles not included. Insert object charged with quantum particles, sold separately, into receiver. Object will glow if compatible. Once object is placed, receiver will activate automatically. Object will be paired for use in IQ 0 device. Step into teleporter and activate to teleport to object's current location via quantum physics. Just trust us. Do not attempt teleport when object is in user's pocket. This risks violent ejection of internal organs, or worse, in particularly severe cases, ripping user's dress trousers.
Well, that would be bad. I like these trousers, but what is all this about teleporters and quantum particles and stuff? No, seriously.
The quantum
what is it
poop
about?
particle.
I kinda glazed over it and forgot it as soon as I read it. And why is that collar I got off of Mantis glowing all of a sudden? Huh. Nothing happened. Maybe it needs to be prepped or something. Not that it would actually work, I'm sure. Quantum charge receiver. This is either that weird device or a very fancy name for a toilet. I should test it out before squatting in it. This collar looks like it'd fit nicely. Not like it's important evidence or anything. So, if those instructions were right, this collar's now paired with this teleporter or something. But who cares? It stopped glowing. This is a ripoff. Guess I'll hang on to it. Even if it's less cool. Still, at least I didn't try and use that machine as a toilet. Having that happen to my butt would be even less cool. On the other hand, at least I'd have, you know, gotten to go. I guess teleporting to the collar's location is less impressive if the collar's currently in my pocket. Although, I bet it would look kind of funny. Either that, or turn me inside out. Maybe I better not chance it. I guess, although either, maybe I better not chance it.
Okay. Okay, I did it. And by it, I mean pairing the collar to the machine, you know, not going to the bathroom. Which I still need to do, by the way, urgently. Right. Well, I don't know what all this was about. You do. It was in the instructions. You expect me to remember that? That was a whole 2 minutes ago. All I know is I did something with the collar, and now you can teleport to wherever the collar is. You're for real? You're not joking? Right. It was in the instructions. So can I use this to teleport, this teleport thing to teleport back to where I left my car? Is that where the collar currently is? Good point. Well, in that case, I'm gonna need 2 things from you if you want me to save the world or whatever. First, I need your phone so I can call a friend to come pick me up and take me back to the crime scene where I parked. Fine. And second, do you have a potted plant you're not too fussy about? Because I have some urgent incoming fertilizer, if you catch my drift.
Well, I got to go. And then I got to go back. Well,
it's the lawyer
this
pig.
has taken a turn for the strange. There's absolutely nothing normal about any of this.
You alright back there, sweetie? Feel free to shove little Sammy's booster seat out of the way. Will do, thanks.
Okay. Almost nothing normal about any of this. What the hell is this collar? And why does it stink like my litter box after a bad night out? Okay, I suppose being kept in a sewer explains some of that. But still, what was that clock store I ended up at? Where did that machine come from? What did the Crocodile Gang have to do with any of this? What is this wet spot under my butt?
By the way, careful sitting on the right side. Susie had a bit of an accident this morning, if you catch my drift. Oh, right.
It's all connected to this case. I know it. I need to get back to the crime scene. Gotta ask Francis about this caller. Gotta tell Betty about what happened in the sewer. And most important of all...
Oh, wait, no. Susie had the accident on the left side. The right side is where little Tommy vomited.
I gotta get my car back. What the... I know I'd made some scathing remarks about how long the city PD took to finish investigating the scene. But I wasn't expecting them to take it to heart this much. That's the fastest I've seen a crime scene cleared since Don Capybara was totally not bribing the mayor. No siree. Either I've been gone longer than I thought, or something's fishy. And I don't mean my afternoon snack.
It's this guy. You again? What do you want? What happened? What happened? Where did everybody go? How long was they gone? A few hours, give or take. A few hours. And you finished investigating the crime scene in that time? I guess you could put it that way. What other way is there to put it? More like, we decided we didn't feel like investigating anymore, so we stopped. We? Betty wanted to stop? I mean, I know standing around is exhausting, but... Nah, she was the odd one out. Wanted to keep investigating for, I don't know, some reason. That reason being the thing I love about her, the trait she and I both share. A thirst for justice. Boy, she sure picked the wrong line of work in that case. I don't know what you want me to tell you. We're cops. Not like we need to solve crime to get paid. That sure does explain a lot. Beg your pardon. Sorry, I had a hairball. Unfortunately, I do need to solve this crime to get paid, so can I at least look around, ask you a few questions? I suppose. Don't know why there has to be so much fuss, though. It's not like anyone died. Well, they did, but still. The body of that cat is already at the morgue? We were gonna take it there, but crematorium was closer. Gotta save gas these days, you dig? You cremated it already? Isn't there supposed to be an autopsy? Someone poking the body with a stick? Yep, there sure was supposed to be. Okay, but where's the chalk outline? You know, for checking position and all that nerdy stuff? Graffiti's illegal. Our chief is serious about cleaning it up. Did you at least get a photo of the body before you took it away? I don't know, I'm sure someone did. Probably Betty. She's such a keener, that gal. By keener, you mean actually does her job? Pretty much. I mean, who does that? I couldn't open the sewer grate again. Why not? Wait, were you the one who opened it the first time? Do you know how much it reeked up here? In the interest of public health, we sealed it off permanently. No more stink on our watch. Couldn't you have just closed it normally? Yeah, but this way we get to claim we're tough on cleaning up the city. Well, could you help me open the cover again at least? Can't. I'm on break. Okay, how about when you're not on break? Nope, then I'm off home for the night. Look, there's a gang hideout down there with actual real criminals and everything. Huh. Sounds like too much work. Tell someone who cares, like Officer Betty. There was a bunch of broken glass on the ground here, wasn't there? Why'd you sweep it up? Safety hazard. Someone could cut their paw on one of those shards. Did you figure out where they came from? A failed attempt to put in a skylight for the warehouse, duh. But the fragments look like they got blown out of something. Surely you traced them, dust them for paw prints, something. Ha! You're a funny guy. Betty says funny stuff like that too. Guess she must dig your sense of humor, huh? I wish. The leggy guy, Francis, where's he? Dunno. Dunno, the guy was here earlier, wasn't he? Yep, and now he isn't. Funny how that works when you don't have any more questions for a witness, huh? Fair. So where can I find him? I assume you got a phone number or address? Some way to contact him if you had follow-up questions? Oh yeah, that probably would have been a good idea now that you mention it. Oh boy. Might want to check Betty, I suppose. She's always on top of that kind of thing. You know, actually talking to witnesses and stuff. Fine. Can I talk to Betty? Sounds like she has actual insight on the case. And actual brain cells. The chief ordered her back to HQ to handle some urgent police business. Aha! You mean a line of investigation that might blow this case wide open? Nope. He's got her shredding files and organizing the annual picnic. Important stuff. If you want to talk to her, check her office back at HQ. Based on the stack of work the chief gave her, I'm thinking she should be there for the next, 7 years. Well, thanks for being utterly unhelpful. You're welcome. All part of your tax dollars at work.
Body's been removed, along with the jaunty little chalk outline they're supposed to draw around it. Floor's been wiped clean. Damn it. What am I supposed to crouch over looking pensive now? No respect for the art. I swear, you'd never know there was glass here. Looks as clean as my butthole after 6 hours of licking. Whoever's cleaning up this crime scene, they should be cleaning up the streets. Literally, they still haven't swept up the glass on the sidewalk from that time my client, helped me through that window. Looks like the cops wanted to put a lid on the stink of corruption wafting off of this case. I mean, it was pretty stinky. Not gonna lie. Well, if I want to go ask the mantis about the collar, I guess I'll have to pop this open again and head down there.
Trying hard to open.
Whoa. Okay, new plan. I guess I'll not do any of that. Ugh. What did the cops do? Glue this lid on? Wait. That's exactly what they did. Huh.
Get to the next zone, and then we'll take a very small break.
Betty might be terrible at hiding her secret passion for me, but one thing she's not terrible at is her job. She's vaguely passable at it, which is better than most animals with a badge in this city. If any of the cops can be useful, it's her, if nothing else. I know she won't turn a blind eye to crime on the streets.
Okay, be right back. Sorry about that. Oh, you ate somebody while I was gone. Naughty. Naughty little fuckers. So, hi, Bender. Happy Turds Day. Alright, let's go back to it. But sir, we've barely begun. Didn't even get to start knocking on doors and making myself obnoxious. No, not for the annual police ball fundraising. For asking about the loud noise last night. You know, from the case? If I could just... Sir, Look. Ugh, never mind. How could today get any worse? What's up, doe eyes? I need to stop asking questions I don't want the answers to. I take it you're having trouble with the higher-ups. Not in the slightest. Come on, admit it. I bet you were worried about me when I vanished into the sewers for hours on end. Are you kidding? It was the one upside of the higher-ups deciding to glue the sewer lid shut on you. But speaking of, where have you been? You jumped down into the sewers hours ago. And you smell like it too. What happened? Oh, nothing much. Just found an entire criminal enterprise set up in the sewers. How was your day? Oh, just peachy. Now that I'm dealing with... Wait, run that last bit by me again? Yep. There was a gang in the sewers. Too bad you didn't come down with me. You'd have made quite the sting. Like I said, I don't get paid enough to go sewer diving. I care about stopping crime, but a doe has limits, and I hit them when feces gets involved. Look, maybe you'd better start from the beginning. Walk me through what happened. Right. So I went down into the sewers a few seconds after Albert's bizarre narration. So let me get this straight. You found a gang in a sewer that stole a collar from some mysterious woman, and now you can teleport to where the collar is. That's about the size of it. I know it sounds unbelievable. I mean, have you ever heard of anything so ridiculous? From you? Constantly. This isn't even in the top 10 most ridiculous things you've ever said. Point is, what are you gonna do now? I was thinking of taking the collar to Francis, seeing if he recognized it. Are you high on catnip? You can't just hand over evidence without dusting for paw prints and all that. Fair enough. Can you do that? Do I look like I can do that? You'll need to turn it in as police evidence to get that sort of detailed analysis. And that'll help with the investigation? About that. You see, the case is closed, is what I hope she's about to say. Look at that rabbit. Chief, that uniform's making you look very tasty today. I'd be flattered if that weren't coming from a cat. I was just coming to tell Betty here one last time that if she insists on pursuing this ridiculous case any further, she's off the force for good. But Chief, no buts. It's just an accidental death, a slip and fall. I'm not about to waste time and resources on a mere accident. A mere accident with an unexplained body, imploded glass, and potential gang connections? What was that, cat? Oh, nothing. Just one thing. The most important thing about the case, by far. Will you be paying my reward money by cash or check? What? Why should I pay you anything? Well, I investigated and you cracked the case. You didn't say anything about them having to be related. Forget it. There's no case and there's no reward. Go back to your litter box and stay on a police business. Well, that's that. I suppose that you're done now too, now that there's no money on the table? You kidding? Not a chance. I'm not giving up until I get to the bottom of this. What? But why? I don't know what's up with this four-legged me, but he deserves justice. Justice, but we don't even know if he was murdered. What do you mean by justice? Look, it sounded awesome in my head, alright? Don't get bogged down in the details. Never mind that. Albert, Look, whatever your reasons and whatever mixed opinions I have of you, I appreciate the fact you're willing to stick with this case and see it through when I can't. You can't give me any help at all? Nope. Chief's orders are very clear. I'm off this case for good and under orders not to bring it up again. So I can't help you. For example, I definitely can't tell you that someone ordered forensics to stop what they were doing. Or that what evidence we did get was stuck in a box in the police archive. Then why are you telling me? Oh, I get it. Took me a minute. That's one really tough code to break. Uh-huh. Any other ways I can not help you? I need to go interview Francis again, but I don't know where he lives. It's a shame I can't tell you about how I took down his details to follow up with him later. In fact, I wrote them down on a piece of paper here, but of course I can't show you that paper because that would be discussing the case. What a shame someone snagged it off your desk without you noticing. Uh-huh. Any other ways I can not help you? Where can I take a look at the evidence you collected? I should probably submit this caller as part of it. You know I can't discuss such things, so I absolutely cannot under any circumstances tell you that case evidence is stored in the back rooms of police archives. In no way, shape, or form should you go talk to them, and definitely don't tell them I told you they're a bunch of pencil-pushing hard asses. I'll make sure not to tell them that. Anything else? Anything about the body, the explosion, what Francis saw? Can't tell you anything you don't already know. So there is something. No, I meant that was genuine, not in code. Oh man, this whole detectiving thing is hard. Uh-huh. I think you've not helped me more than enough. It's not like I've got any leads to follow. Are you still talking in code, or are you actually that dumb? I like to leave things mysterious. Whatever. If you're having trouble, come back here and I'll not help as best I can. Thanks, Betty. You're a doe. Brilliant observational skills, as always. Good luck. Okay. Let's go see Francis.
Our twinkle-toed witness didn't just see the body. He saw someone with the body. The same someone who Crocodile Tears got that collar from. I figure it's worth seeing if the sight or smell of the collar jogs his memory, even if it's just enough for an interpretive dance number. Phew. The color does stink though, like someone doused it in eau de sewer. Wait, that's just me, isn't it?
Spout. Okay. Detective, I didn't expect to see you again. Are you here to show off another dance? Afraid not, Francis. Dancing to say I'm sorry is one thing, but investigating an unsolved case by dancing is beyond my skills. Wouldn't be so sure. Running around in circles, snatching at nothing is surprisingly easy to express in dance. Oh yeah? How about, please tell me the color of the victim's fur. Alright, I see your point. Fine. But I don't know what else I can help with beyond what I already told you. Ask your questions. So you saw someone stealing something from the body, then run into the sewer. Any other details you remember about them? What, you think I'm going to remember more now than when it was fresh in my mind? You never know. Sometimes it takes a while for the brain cells to get up to speed. Maybe if they're hog-tied and hobbling on crutches, you know, like yours. But now that you mention it, I remember a flash of white. Might have been their outfit or their fur. Any chance the suspect you saw was a lady? Didn't have time to ask what was the dead body. I'd clock their gender as somewhat petite. You didn't see what they took off the body? No. Well, maybe? It was all in such a flurry I couldn't tell. I was in the middle of a conniption and in the planning stages of a fit. If I showed you the item, do you think that might jog your memory? It might, or it might bore me to tears. The universe is a mysterious and unknowable thing, which coincidentally is the theme of my latest dance routine. Oh, I'm feeling inspired to move. Sorry, I choked on something. Could the moving wait until after you've looked at the thing? Alright, Francis. Take a look at this. Is this a come-on? Because if it is, I'm beginning to see why Officer Betty said you were single. Nope. Here it is. Don't mind the lint. I'm sure that won't compromise the vital piece of evidence. Yeah, actually, now that I take a look at it, I think this was what the animal I saw took from the body. They were peeling it off its neck, I think. Excellent. Does it bring it all flooding back? Do you remember anything about the thief? How they got this off the body? What they did after? Did they give a confession? Tell me everything you can remember. I just did. I saw them picking it up, then they booked it. That's it? Fiddlesticks. I thought that would trigger a fully realized flashback with cinematic camera angles and everything. Whoa, okay, 2 things I remember. I remember the smell. Yeah, sewers aren't exactly the most fragrant of places, you know. Not that. Well, yes, that too. But I remember a strong smell before the thief ran into the sewers. Just got a whiff of it through the smell of concentrated poo. And this is gonna sound weird, but the smell was familiar. Tell me more. Can you smell it on this? Under the seeped-in miasma of sewage? Sure, can't you smell it? Let me sniff. Ugh. Wait, I see what you mean. There's definitely something else. And yeah, it's very familiar. I've smelled this before somewhere. You have? Huh. What does it smell like to you? Difficult to pick out the nuances through the layers of literal shit. But if I had to describe the scent, I'd probably describe it... a pineapple after 5 unwashed rhinos sat on it. And then farted on it. What? Ridiculous. It has to be at least 6. Either that or the sewage just burn out your nostrils. It's not quite right either. Maybe more like an orange stuck up the rear end of an elderly turtle for 48 hours. Excuse me? You couldn't be more wrong. It's a tortoise, not a turtle. Wait. I got it. It's the ashtray of an elderly chain-smoking rhino. If you then filled that ashtray with whiskey and orange juice. Close. I was thinking more like apple juice. No, pineapple juice. Yes, that's it exactly. Wow, how did you know? Because I know exactly which drink smells like this. When the thief took this collar, did you smell this? Sure did. Guess I forgot in the subsequent blast of sewer smell that came when they opened the lid. Did the smell come from the collar or the thief? You think I went up to them, shoved my beak in close, and inhaled? Though I did get a pretty strong whiff as the thief passed me by. Chances are the smell in the collar came from the thief. Meaning either they spilled that drink, or they have that drink a lot. They must have reeked if it transferred to the collar. Did they spill the drink on themselves? Either that, or it happens to be their favorite. You said you recognize the smell, so you're familiar with the drink it comes from? Is that what it is? I was straining my brain to think where I'd smelled it before. So it's what, a cocktail? Yes, and only one speakeasy in town serves a drink that smells and tastes like pineapple juice, served in an elderly chain-smoking rhino's ashtray. You don't mean the back cover. The super secret speakeasy that nobody's supposed to know about. So you know about it? Of course, I go every week. Everybody who's anybody knows about it. It's just that everybody who's nobody isn't supposed to know. Well, then how did you know about it? Never mind that now. Point being, that smell proves the connection to the back cover in their house special. And it seems a tragic lack of taste. Couldn't it be something classy, like an old-fashioned? Or at least make it the ashtray of an elderly chain-smoking yak? I have to go. Where are you off to in such a hurry? I need to visit a certain bookstore downtown. Or rather, the super secret speakeasy in the back that no one's supposed to know about. I still can't believe you actually know about that place. Would they even let you in? Oh, I'm sure they will. It's already been a week since the incident, after all. They're probably over it by now, I hope. Whatever. I got somewhere important to be, so if we're done with questions... Thanks, Francis. Dance on, you crazy diamond. Yeah, that's kind of why I need to get going. So if you could get a move on, bye!
I'm headed to the front cover. A little independent bookstore with one heck of a secret. See, it's a joke.
Oops.
The super secret speakeasy is called the back cover. It's hidden in the back of the store. And look, it was funnier in my head, all right? Wait, this is my head anyway. There's only one drink in this town that smells like the ashtray of an elderly chain-smoking rhino filled with whiskey and orange juice. Only one drink. served by only this one speakeasy. And as far as I know, only ordered by one particular regular. I always liked this bookstore. It's cozy, welcoming.
I'm gonna munch for very long, sorry. Actually, fuck it. Let me finish this. It's like 2 bites. Is that a boar? A warthog? Okay. I say, old chap. What are you doing in here? Weren't you kicked out of the back room? Hey, can a cat look for some reading material? Of course, old chap. Given your track record, might I recommend some of our guides on DIY repair and legal defense? Either way, suit yourself. What happens in the back room doesn't concern me. Well, unless it has to do with how many copies of The Invisible Monkey we have back there. If you want to get back in, talk to Sergey. But I'm afraid you may not get far with him without the new password. Or an abject apology. This must be Sergey, the duck. Can I help you, old chap? Oh. What's the new password? So, I figure a smart, educated, worldly animal like you has got to have figured out the new password by now. Oh, I didn't have to. They told me. Oh, well that makes it easy. What's the new password then? Oh, sorry, chap. I tell you, except for the bit where they told me you're the last animal in the world I'm allowed to tell it to. Yeah, right. Like I'd be the last animal to tell next to all the cops working vice in the city. You are literally lower on the list than them, yes. So, Sergey, he's the new bouncer. I mean, totally legitimate shelf stalker, right? That's right. I wouldn't try my luck with him, though. I saw what happened to the last person who tried to get in without a password. What happened? They were firmly turned away from the door. How ghastly. If only they'd grease their paws a little. How would greasy paws help? Do you have to wrestle him or something? No, I mean, well, you didn't hear this from me, but the fine folk in the back are paying poor, petrifying Sergey in pennies from a seat cushion. And not a nice seat cushion either. But he never complains. He just has been known to get conveniently distracted when someone gives him money, food, clothing. Pretty much anything, really. Okay. I think I can find my way around, thank you. I doubt that very much. Rightio, old chap. Ask me if you need anything. Right, duck. Whoa. Animal Farm was so disappointing. Who wants to read a treatise on proper techniques for running a farm? He doesn't get it. Oh, I have to go this way. Oh, he's a bear. What's more scary than a bear? Cat. Bear. So, been working here long? It's such a cool bookstore. I've known the owner a while. My name is... I know who you are, cat. You are not getting in while Sergey stand watch. Not without password. What about with password? Then you are getting in while Sergey stand watch. But Sergey give you very intimidating and judgmental glare as you pass. I just wanted to say I'm sorry for what happened that time, and that I've learned my lesson. No more licking spilled bourbon from the floor. So are we good? Nyet. Okay. Can I at least go in and express my apologies directly to the bartender? Nyet. Then how am I supposed to say sorry and have everything forgiven? You don't. Let's try bribing him. Let's forget all that password nonsense. Any chance I could give you something as thanks? Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Sergey will accept money. Oh, you and me both, buddy. But I'm afraid I've got a temporary case of brokenness. Then Sergey will accept item and trade that can be sold for money. Like what? A kidney would be acceptable. Whoa, let's not get too hasty. Let's see what I have. I'm not gonna give him the collar. That seems like a bad idea. I don't have much to offer right now other than a winning smile. Which clearly doesn't seem to be a form of fungible currency. So I'll get back to you on that. I've gotta go. You keep guarding that storeroom back there, Sergey. Right. Let's try and go to the... Maybe he can... Oh, maybe I can go get some money from my boss. Wouldn't that be funny? Boss, can I have some money for a bribe? Oh, he's not here anymore, and he's not sleeping. Oh, okay. Was a good idea, but they didn't think that far.
I've never been one to play by the book, mostly because I can barely read. But sometimes to solve a case, you've got to play nice with the manimal. That's why I'm headed to the police archives. I want to lay my pretty eyes on what the cops actually found at the scene and check out what they were actually able to piece together for themselves, which probably won't be much. Not like the police do much to solve crime in this city.
There's a big bump and a scream sound. Albert ran over someone else again.
Which is a good thing, sometimes. Hope nobody noticed that.
Whoa, that was a crazy sound. Welcome to City PD Archives. Can I help you? Yeah, I'm interested in evidence for a case I'm investigating. Boy, did you come to the wrong place. Wouldn't the police archives be the right place? You must be new. Expecting me to get out of my chair. Yeah, what do you want? Can you help? What did you mean came to the wrong place? All case evidence is filed here, right? Filed? Sure. What's that supposed to mean? See this trunk? Means I never forget. Means the police department can scrimp on actually maintaining a functioning filing system for everything. Means everything just gets chucked in the back and locked away while I retain all the info. Saves them a whole $1. Okay. Well then, if you remember everything, then maybe you remember the case of the strange cat body that happened the other night? Doesn't ring a bell. This happened literally less than 48 hours ago. What happened to the trunk, meaning you never forget? I took trunk enhancers. Can I go in the back to check the archives myself? I don't mind doing your job for you. I mean, I don't mind checking for myself. Nah. Nah? Could you be a bit more specific? Nah as in I'm forbidden? Nah as in I need permission? Nah as in you can't be bothered to get out of your chair and open the door? Nah as in only people allowed back there are the ones dropping off evidence. Well, that and the last thing you said too. Only drop-offs? What about when someone in your department wants to take another look at things to try and crack the case? You realize that never ever happens, right? Fair. So the only time anyone goes back there is to drop off evidence on a totally unrelated and casual note. If I had evidence, how would I submit it? You'd follow the procedure. And what's the procedure? I forget. You're really bad at the whole elephant thing, huh? Jeez, calm down. No need to get hot under the collar. I'm not... Wait, hot under the collar, did you say? I've got some evidence for an ongoing case burning a hole in my fur. Can I give it to you, or... No, wait, I just remembered. Any evidence has got to be properly bagged, wrapped, whatever. Can't just take it as is. There's a wrapping station over there. We were using it for the annual police Christmas wrapping charity drive. We earned 1 whole quarter. Thanks for your help? Whatever. Bye. Bye. He gracefully wrapped the collar. Oh. I had to speak to you again. What do you want? Here it is wrapped. Okay, I've wrapped the evidence link you requested. Now if you could take it and file it under the warehouse cat corpse case. I've just remembered another part of the procedure. Why it all has to be wrapped up. Because it protects the integrity of the physical evidence? No, it's because it has to be submitted by registered mail or courier. Make sure it gets to us safely. But I'm standing right here ready to hand you the evidence. How much more safely is it going to get to you than that? I mean, you never know. I could drop it in my coffee or something. Besides, I don't feel like working right now. Get a courier to bring it by later. Alright. Is this bird a courier? He's not. Okay. See what Betty thinks. I don't not have new info for you, so I can't offer you no help. Or something. Okay, she has nothing to say. Uh-oh. Can I still offer him the collar? No. So I'm looking for a book. Do you have Tequila Mockingbird in the back? Nice try, cat, but password is changed. Your password no good anymore. Wait, they changed it already? This password should be good for at least another 2 weeks. They only cycle it once a month. That was before silly cat make miss a bar and stage unsealing. The ceiling? I don't remember that. And that is why you never get new password and you never go back to room again. Now run along, silly cat. I don't know. What the heck? Might as well do some shopping while I'm here. Any good books you think I'd like? You can read. Hey, I read a lot. Reading parking tickets counts, right? My little chap giving you a limited taste. Perhaps something classical will expand your palate. Perhaps of mice and more mice. Oh, is that a cookbook? My dear chap. It's a tragic tale of the animal condition and how society crushes the dreams of the lower classes. Okay, but do they eat at the end? Just saying that the title is making my mouth water. How's business? Selling books, I mean. Not the other business. Oh, about as well as little independent bookstore can be doing in this economy. Terribly. Luckily, the other business is doing quite well. Thanks very much. They pay me a cut to stand out here surrounded by books all day, so I'm not fussed. All this business has to do, is present a respectable front. So, fair to say that the front cover is a cover for the back cover. Of course, dear boy. Don't you know how books work? Oh, you meant the other thing. Yeah, that too. So if a very contrite and currently sober former patron wanted to get into, you know, the back rooms, oh, wink wink, how would he go about it? Well, first, my boy, he'd have to be slightly less obvious about the surreptitious winking. But as you know, he also needs the password. The current password, not the password he knew last week. And that's it? I wouldn't have to do anything else like make a personal apology or pay for the dry cleaning. My dear chap, a password's a password. If you know it, you get to go in. What else are they supposed to do? Turn me away anyway? Sounds like someone doesn't know how passwords work. I wanted to apologize for the incident that happened in the back. No skin off my nose, dear chap. If anything, you helped out my end of the business. I sold a lot of how to get stains out of fabric and body disposal methods. I said I was sorry. Did you? I heard you were drunk and yelling very insalubrious things, excuse me, about a customer's mother. Hey, the old dame deserved it. She can throw a mean right hook. Well, I don't know what to do next. I gotta get money to bribe this guy or something. Or find a courier, which I don't know if I've seen one. Meow. Meow.
This is not a walking distance. This is not a walking distance.
Oh. What am I supposed to do then? Oh. Okay. Oh, I already checked Betty's office. Pay attention. Dum-dum. You again? What do you want? Okay. I've exhausted a lot of this dialogue. My own office?
So, looks like the police archivist is as helpful as the rest of the cops in this city. Screw them. Once I get this caller into the archive, I can look for myself, and all it will take is a quick phone call to...
Oh, I use my phone, of course.
I sure hope I paid my phone bill.
Oh, did you go to the bathroom?
Look, a cat has needs he can only satisfy with a box full of sand. Even a private eye has got to take a leak somewhere. And the landlord complained when I used the wall.
I guess he doesn't have to go anymore.
Whoa. There's a dial tone. Guess the check to the phone company didn't bounce. Yet.
Volpine Velocity Courier. Our speed is our service. We're already there at your destination, handing over your package. Yeah, great. I've got a package to deliver. No problem, we're on our way. I haven't even told you where the package is going. It's 1460 Warthog Way. No problem, we'll be there in a jiffy. Our speed is our service. How did you do that? We pride ourselves on our speed. And part of that's knowing where your package is going before you do. Anyway, we're almost there. What, don't you need to pick up the package first? I'm at apartment 23, 950 Lizard Lane, got it. We'll be there shortly. Our speed is our service.
Huh. That was weird. I wonder if...
Those are supposed to be fox voices.
That was fast.
Coming. Here for pickup, sir. Okay, that's impressively fast. We aim to impress, sir. Like our motto says, our speed is our service. Just hand me the package and I'll be off in a jiffy. Don't I have to pay you or something? No need. For the sake of convenience and speed, we've already billed your bank account for the full amount. Well, that's... Hey, wait a minute. I didn't... You know what? Never mind. Let's just get this over with. Here's the pack. Got it. On my way. We'll let you know once delivery is complete. Our speed is our service.
Oh, there goes a fox who loves his job, I guess.
Wow.
Okay, maybe he loves it a bit too much.
Look, I know your speed is your service, but this has now gone from impressively speedy to unnecessarily speedy. How am I supposed to fit in a catnap if you don't take your... time? Excuse me, Mr. Wilde.
The minute she walked into my office, I knew she was bad news. The kind of bad news when you order the seafood special and the waiter tells you they're all out. And now you're all disappointed.
Mr. Wilde.
She was all doe eyes and a wolfish smile. Or maybe the other way around.
Hello?
Her canine coyness, setting my feline feelings on edge.
Mr. Wilde, is anyone in that? Oh, she's supposed to be French. Oh, depends on who you ask. What can I do for you, Miss, G? Just Mrs. G will do. Did you get my notes? What note? The note I left yesterday. No. Yes. Why is it ours? Yesterday. On your door. Oh, that note. Oh, yeah, I totally remember. Your note, I mean, totally. So you're, MG, right? Yeah, yes, that is me. MG for Mrs. G. An ironclad alias. Good. Can't be too careful in this city. So what seems to be the trouble, Mrs. J? I'm having some trouble in my life right now, and I want to hire you to help me. What sort of trouble? Wait a minute, let me guess. Theft. Your most valuable piece of jewelry, your prized possession, vanished in the night? I can tell by the way you fold your paws. By the... Wait, what? Just from my notes, was it a diamond? Ruby? Emerald? Oh, maybe rubies and emeralds. Mr. Wilde, I thought you said you received my note. I did, yes. And I read it very carefully, including the bit about, Oh, right. You wanted to talk about your husband. Let me guess, your husband is... Gesundheit. Somebody just sneezed. Gesundheit. He's missing. You came home one day and he just vanished without a trace. That's why there's tear tracks in the fur around your eyes. Wait, that was just the onions. And you came to me because you knew I would stick my nose in every flea hole in this city. That I wouldn't rest until I found your husband and brought him home. Actually, I know exactly where my husband is. He's in his room. Well, that's not much of a mystery for me to solve then, is it? Well, glad I was able to help. I'll send you my bill. You are not listening. My husband is not coming out of his room. And he's not letting me in. Well, he might be doing private things, you know. For a month? Okay, yeah, that's a bit much. Do you know why he's refusing to leave his room? No. That is why I want to hire you, Mr. Wilde. I want to know why my beloved Eddie suddenly shut me out. And you think I can figure it out? Well, I suppose you are technically a detective, from what I've heard. Sorry, ma'am, but I'm a busy cat. I'm currently butt glands deep in a murder case. Well, maybe not murder, but there's a dead body and a mystery is almost as good as murder. So I really don't have time to play marriage counselor. I'll pay you triple your usual rate. I will make the time to play marriage counselor.
The minute she walked into my office, I knew she was good news. The kind of good news when you order the seafood special and you get an extra prawn on the side.
Mr. Wilde, are you monologuing? Uh, just part of my full detective service package, ma'am. As is investigating, so why not sit down and tell me all about it? Cough while bill by the hour cough. Actually, I cannot stay. I'm on the way to a doctor's appointment, so I cannot tell you anything right now. That will make the investigation harder, to be sure. But it's fine. I like a challenge. Especially if it means I get to rack up my bill. Ah, I know. Why don't you come by our place? I'll have time later to answer your questions, and maybe you can speak to Eddie. Here, I have our address written down. When you have a moment, please come. I'm out of my mind about poor Eddie, and you're the best. Well, you're technically a hope I have. I'll put that on my business card, ma'am. I'll drop by later then.
Well, that's a lucky gig that definitely has nothing to do with the big case. Good thing, too, seeing as the big case ain't paying. Now, crap. What was I doing before she showed up? Oh, right. The plot's calling.
Hello? Good news. Your package has been delivered. Gotta take my hat off for your speedy service. Mind you, I don't wear a hat, so never mind. Did you see where they put the package? Like, in the back rooms or something? Didn't stick around to see, sir. Had to rush to the next job. As I always say, speed is our service. Yeah, I get it. Well, thanks anyway. Is there any...
Guess their wrap-up is as fast as their delivery.
Oh.
Now what? Who is it this time?
On piggy mode.
Who is it now? The courier, with my package again. Mrs. G, with more about the case.
Nope. Just me with some leftover casserole, sweetie. Want any? Oh, Deb, you're a lifesaver. How come you always treat me so well? Well, judging by all the new clients and jobs you're working on, I figure it won't be long before you end up in legal trouble again. Which means I'll be paying another piglet's way through college. Right. Well, thanks for the casserole. And the ride earlier. And the ride I'll be calling for later, probably. Don't mention it. I'll send you my invoice.
And I will ignore it, but feel real bad about it. You might be wondering why I'm bothering with this dull-as-dishwater domestic dispute, particularly at a time when there's dead cats, implosions, criminal conspiracies, and teleporting callers that defy the laws of physics. And to you, I say, first off, who are you? What the hell are you doing in my car? Get out. But secondly, a cat's gotta eat, often and on demand, with some nice clean water that a cat'll then refuse because they saw a tiny hair floating on top. Anyway, eating requires money. It's a whole thing, and thanks to the beasts in blue, it sounds like this big cat case isn't exactly going to result in anything fungible. I don't even like fungi, so for the sake of my stomach, I'm willing to swallow my pride, along with whatever food I can buy with my payment for figuring out this husband's midlife crisis. How hard can it be? He's only been holing up in his room for a month. I'm sure whatever caused that has to be super duper minor.
I need the money so I can bribe Sergey. Mr. Wilde, thank you so much for coming. Please come in. Why, thank you, ma'am. You're very kind. And by kind, I mean generous. And by generous, I mean financially generous. But you know, nice and friendly too. And what a charming apartment you have. The apartment of a sweet, generous lady who hopefully likes being praised and responds, you know, generously. Oh, you flatter me, detective. Keep at it. Ah, yes, great. Apartment. Love it all. The couch, the tables, the rug, the windows. The incredibly large hole in the middle of the living room. Oh, that is nothing at all. Just some construction we have on the go. We're making a skylight.
A skylight that looks a little bit too much like another skylight at a certain crime scene. Either there's a crazed contractor on the loose installing giant hole skylights all over the city, or...
Would you like some tea or coffee? Feel free to ask me anything. Or knock on my husband's door if you want to see what I'm dealing with. Why does he sound like a goat? Go away! Mr. G, my name's Albert Wilde. I'm a detective. Your wife hired me to... I knew it! I knew you were working with her. You're one of her little gang of murderous cultists, aren't you? No, that's not what a detective is. Either that, or I mixed up the flyers at the employment center. I don't believe you. I won't trust anyone working with her. She can't be trusted. I know her secret. What secret? I'm not talking while she's there. She's listening. I'm not saying a darn thing with her in the apartment. Well, that's gonna make my job difficult, seeing as how I'm here to find out why you locked yourself in your room. I ain't here to make your job easy. If you're doing a job for her, then I'll make your job as hard as I can. He seems nice. Good talk. I'll leave you to it. Whatever you're doing in there. Okay, let's go have her get me a drink. What can I do for you, detective? He asked you to leave. So I had a chat with your husband, and he made it clear he's not talking while you're around. Oh dear, my poor Mr. G. I guess he's not going to talk about what is bothering him. So maybe it might be a good idea for you to just step outside for a bit while I try and talk him around, get to the bottom of what's up. Oh, I can't do that. What kind of wife would I be if I wasn't there the moment my dear wayward husband comes out of the hiding? The kind of wife who didn't make that sound vaguely ominous, maybe? Nine, I do not leave this apartment unless it is absolutely vitally important. Like going to the ballet, for example. You left the apartment to come see me. Am I vitally important then? No, I had two other vitally important things to do, and I fit you in between them. Groceries and the fur salon, you see. I have to do those. But now I've got food in the house, and my fur is all nice. It's all done nice. It's beautiful. And I'm not leaving for anything short of the best ballet outing I've ever had. Has he said anything? I imagine you've been able to talk with your husband through the bedroom door. Has he explained anything or said anything unusual? Besides the fact I'm apparently a demon dog and that I'm going to gobble him up? Ah, so a regular quarrel between spouses then. Yeah, she said she already did that, I think. Oh, you mean when she visited. You're right. Okay, so she did one thing. Visited me and then went to the appointment. Those are the two things, I think. Regular quarrel between spouses then. Are you single? Because I'm beginning to see why. Just pure bad luck and nothing else, clearly. So it's not just the hiding that's weird, but the way he suddenly turned on you. Yes, he used to think I was the bestest of girls. He even used to call me his beloved ballerina. But now he either stays quiet or he yells at me to go away, to leave him alone. That he knows I'm out to get him. Get him? How? Oh, horrible things, like I will kill him, or kidnap him, or tie him up in the way he does not like. As opposed to the way he does like? Won't you try the cake I made? It's lemon poppy seeds. Tell me more about this skylight you're building in your wall. Oh, well, you know, when inspiration strikes. Can't say I do know. My inspiration is usually on strike. You are very funny, cat. But yes, I just think one day I want a big skylight. Big enough for sun, big enough for blue sky, big enough for large body to fit through. Odd request for a feature, but I'm not an interior designer, so what do I know? How long have you been working on this skylight? Oh, I'd say maybe a month. A month and a bit. You know how things go with contractors and things. Didn't you say your husband's been hiding in his bedroom for a month? Maybe he just wanted to be out of the way during construction. Or maybe he didn't like the draft. It is not that, detective. The whole skylight was there for at least a little time before my husband went to his room. Something else has happened, and I need you to learn what. Let's talk about before your husband hid in his room. How were things? Things were good. Not sure what things you mean. I mean, how would you describe your relationship before your husband locked himself in his room? Normal? I see. So was he sleeping with someone else? Were you sleeping with someone else? Did anyone know about you sleeping with someone else? Were you sleeping with whoever that was? What? Where do you get your definition of normal? Only the best soap operas on the radio. So you're saying things weren't like that? No, everything was fine. We barely ever argued. Except? Let's just say my husband does not exactly help with cooking, or cleaning, or anything in the house. At least the one bright side of all this. With him in his room, it's a lot easier to keep the apartment clean. But oh, the mess their bedroom must be in by now. You've got to help me bring my dear husband out, so I can give their room a proper scrub. Tell me what you can about the day Mr. G holed himself up in his room. Don't leave anything out. Alright, well, first thing in the morning, I went into the bathroom and started, you know, pooping. Okay, maybe leave some things out. I don't know why I found that so funny. Skip to when you last saw him out of the room. What happened? Okay, I've got the giggles now. Okay. Well, I was getting ready to go out. I had season tickets to the local ballet. I never miss a single performance, not unless I'm on fire and being flayed by knives. Mr. Giso, he wouldn't attend a single performance unless he was on fire and being flayed by knives, so he decided to go out with his friends. Truly a healthy modern marriage in action. Did he seem at all odd or... No, he was his usual sweet self. Gave me a kiss on the cheek. Told me to have a good time at the ballet. Do you think G is a goat? And my god, did I! It was absolutely amazing. The lead swan was outstanding, so light on her webbed feet. And there was this one particularly handsome flamingo who... maybe we should focus on your husband? Oh, right. When I got back, he was not home yet. But I didn't think anything of it. I went out for a walk, and by the time I got back, he was in our room. But when I went to go to sleep myself, the door was locked, and he held it shut and screamed at me to go away and that he didn't trust me. At first, I thought he was joking. Then I thought he just had a bad headache. But by the next day, I realized he wasn't coming out or letting me in. And it's been like that since. Huh. Got no idea what triggered the sudden behavior in him? Do you think I would be so desperate as to hire you if I knew anything? I'd like to know more about the interesting lady behind the wallet. The case. Tell me about yourself. What do you want to know? Mrs. G, Mr. G, what does the G mean? Gesundheit. I didn't sneeze. No, that is my husband's actual last name. Mr. and Mrs. Gesundheit. I said I didn't sneeze. Oh, I see what you mean. Your last name is Gesundheit? I didn't sneeze. And actually, Gesundheit is short for the full name. Which is... Gesundheit. Bless you. Yeah, you see that? You see that is better for us to shorten it and use Gesundheit. I didn't sneeze. And now you see why we just go by Mr. and Mrs. G. What do you do? How do you spend your days? You know, nothing exciting, L. Little typo. I bake, I clean, I go out with a very special group of friends. I keep busy, so I do not face existential dread over never getting to do what I really wanted in life. Usual things. Relatable. I wanted to be a professional bed tester, but I fell asleep too quickly to give any useful feedback. Still haunts me whenever I have to, like, get out of bed. That if I'd made it, I'd never have to leave my bed again. I wanted to be a ballerina so bad. When I was a child, I made myself a dress out of swan feathers so I could pretend to dance the swan lake. How come you didn't pursue it? Because this swan I plucked the feathers from was, how do you say, pissed off and sued for emotional damages and treatments for boldness. By the time my parents settled out of court, they couldn't afford ballet lessons for me. Even now, I cannot afford it. Sorry to hear that. It's fine. My friends say we will afford soon. Then I'll have all the lessons I want. Sounds like you have some nice but weirdly ominous sounding friends. Never mind your life story. Let's get back to your husband. Do we have to? I was enjoying talking about my favorite subjects. Myself. You've mentioned ballet. Are you a fan? My God, yes, I love ballet so much. I've watched Swan Lake 900 times. I want to spend every minute watching and doing ballet. If ballet was an animal, I'd marry them. Yes, I'm a bit of a fan, I suppose. I love going to see the local ballet company every week. Watching the graceful dancers make me feel graceful too, yeah? But what I would really love is to be that graceful, you know? I want to dance like that. Why don't you learn? Take some lessons. Have you seen the price of ballet lessons? I can't afford that. You might be able to if you didn't spend your money on going to see the ballet every week. Never. I would never give up seeing my ballet. Oh, but I would love the chance to take ballet lessons. If only I knew a dance instructor who could cut me a deal. Dance instructor, huh? Yeah, if only you knew one. That should be enough for my investigation. If you say so. Although you do not seem any closer to solving the issue. Interesting character. I was pooping. Go away. Leave me alone. I'm not talking while that she-wolf is listening in. Let's start with the basics. How come you've locked yourself away in your bedroom? To protect myself from her. That she-wolf. What did she do? Ha! She's right there listening, isn't she? Are you gonna tell her everything I say? You really think I'm gonna tell you anything? That would be helpful? I'm just here to get to the bottom of why you're acting like this. I'll just bet you are. So my wife can find out. And once I tell you I'm dead meat, mutton, murder. He is a sheep. Or a goat. That doesn't exactly sound like a reasonable response. Then how about this as a reasonable response? I ain't saying anything while she's here to hear it. Anything I can do to tempt you out? Maybe a nice plate full of food? Don't need it. I got some snacks. I'm good. You sure? I could cook something with mouth-watering aroma. Fried onions, maybe. fresh baked bread, melting chocolate, slightly mature salmon fillet. Would any of that tempt you to come out? Nope. Not even all together at once? Ugh. Especially not all together at once. Fine, maybe a drink? This guy doesn't get paid enough. He doesn't get paid anything. Water, tea, shot of whiskey. Thanks, but no thanks. I ain't coming out even for my favorite drink. Well, that's good, because I don't have any whiskey on me. Whew. Your wife. What's this about her being an awful murder killer who kicks puppies? I'm not saying a single word about her while she's in the room. Seems like a pretty smart approach to marriage in general, but... not a single word? Other than she's a filthy lying snake? Heck, that's an insult to snakes. I knew a snake back in college who was the salt of the earth, real nice guy. That's a lot more than a single word. I ain't talking with her around. Couldn't help but notice you had an interesting hole in the living room. Care to comment? Not while she's around. It's her thing anyway, ask her. Good talk, I'll leave you to it. What can I do for you, detective? Well, I can't really do anything with them either.
It looks like something blew a hole in the ceiling. And as far as I can tell, whatever it was is way bigger than the dead mini kitty.
I can see you're surprised at how big the hole is. What can I say? I love natural light. So more the merrier, right? She's saucy.
All right. Hang tight. I'll be right back. And by right back, I mean sometime in the foreseeable future. Maybe.
Maybe he'll let me in now. Hi, did you get my packaged evidence from the courier? Sure did. Filed it properly and everything. Great, so can I go back there now? Why would I let you do that? Didn't you say the only ones allowed back there are the ones submitting and filing evidence? Which I already did when I received it. So yeah, that's that. Sorry. Let me guess, your filing system is just throwing it in the back and remembering it. Well, as long as it's back there. Why are you winking and waggling your eyebrows like that? Okay.
If I had a nickel for every time knowing Lily saved my furry behind on this case, I'd have 2 nickels, which is frankly more money than I've had in years. I'm fairly certain that Joe will have my fur if he catches me skulking around his wife's window. But what other choice do I have? Ask Mrs. G politely to step out of the apartment, wait until she has another appointment, come up with some other excuse. You know, now that I say them aloud, those all sound like they'd have been good ideas. Oh well, Lily's lessons it is.
Lily? Lily, it's me. Open up and let me in. So, you frustrating feline, what brings you to my window again? I have a friend, let's say, who's really, really interested in learning ballet. A friend? Who might this friend be? Someone who really, really likes ballet? Does this friend even exist? Or is this like that time you were trying to claim you had a girlfriend in Canada? No, she exists. Friend is pushing it a little, I guess. More like acquaintances, I suppose. Non-hostile strangers. And you think getting her ballet lessons will make her more of a friend? Sure, yeah, let's go with that. Can you get ballet lessons? Figure you can. I mean, it's not like ballet is any different from any other kind of dancing, right? It is in fact very different, but you're in luck because I do teach ballet. As you would know if you remembered what I said about my lessons earlier, Oh, that was like at least 10 scenes ago, wasn't it? I can't remember what happened 10 seconds ago. Yes, I can give this friend of yours lessons. We even got a professional ballerina and 3 lessons package if they're interested. Do you have a coupon? Yes, why do you ask? Could I get the coupon? I think this lady really needs the discount. So you're saying you want me to give this friend of yours ballet lessons at less than my usual rate, ensuring I lose money and time in the process? Yes. You're lucky, you're so adorable. Alright, here's the info on the classes. Here's the coupon. Coupon. Oh yeah, I don't think I have to run. I can just fast travel. Detective. Have you found any leads on what is troubling my dear husband? Let me know if I can help. Hey, if you're interested in ballet, I happen to know a great dance instructor who's got a good deal right now. Oh, let me see. Mein Gott! Become a professional ballerina in 3 easy lessons. Buy 2, get 1 free. This is everything I've ever wanted. This coupon, it is for me? Thank you, Mr. Wilde. I'm sorry I had all those incredibly insulting thoughts about you. Oh, I'm used to it. Better get going. Class will be starting in an hour or 2. Yes, but my husband... Don't worry, I'll keep an eye on him. On his door, I mean. All part of the investigation, you know. If you say so. Right now, I'm more interested in important things. Like my new ballet career. Look out, Swans. A new prima ballerina is on the prowl.
Phew. She's gone. Maybe now the husband will give me some better answers. Or any answers.
Go away. Leave me alone. I'm not talking while that's yet. Your wife's gone. Your wife mysteriously received some discounted ballet lessons. She's left for class. It's just you and me. Yeah, right. Why would I trust that? Look out your window if you don't believe me. She should be getting into her car right now. Huh. So she is. Well, that's good. I was scared having her around still. Scared? Why? What did she do? Hang on, just because she's out of the house doesn't mean you're not also out to get me. Give me one good reason to trust you. Come on, how can you resist? You see these adorable furry cheeks? These big adorable eyes? The joke's gonna be you can't see me because the door's there. No, I don't. There's a door in there. Yeah, that explains why my charms are. I don't think that's a door thing. Besides, it's not just my wife. She's just part of something bigger, I tell you. It's a conspiracy. A conspiracy? Why am I bothering? You're not gonna believe me. No one's gonna believe me. Nothing about this situation would ever happen to anyone else. You'd be surprised. This is gonna sound wild, but this hole? I've seen one like it before at a crime scene. You have? Well, you could just be making it up. It'd just be your word, right? Sure, just my word. And the eyewitness and the cop on the scene. And the other cop on the scene. The one that actually tried to do her job. I don't believe you. Besides, even if you're telling the truth, you don't get it. This isn't just 1 or 2 or 3 weird things happening. You just think that's a weird coincidence. Actually, I'm kind of thinking the opposite. It's a conspiracy, man. A capital C conspiracy. Is that how you spell conspiracy? Actually kind of bad at spelling. See what I mean? Either you're one of those lemmings who doesn't see a conspiracy right in front of their eyes, or you're part of it, man. That's an interesting leap of logic. Whatever. Try talking to me when your eyes are open and you realize something bigger than all of us is going on. Good talk. I'll leave you to it. Well.
Alright. Hang tight. I'll be right back. And by right back, I mean sometime in the foreseeable future. Maybe.
I don't know where to go next. Maybe my office. Nope. Oops. Can't go to the dance studio. You guys have anything new? No? Guess I could check my journal. I don't have anything to bribe this guy with. That is a crazy duck sound. Maybe Betty will have something. She doesn't. Oh, I know. I gotta go to here and use the machine, so I poof where the collar is, which is behind where the elephant is.
They'll have filed the collar under the evidence for my case by now, which means I'll teleport right into the file I need to see. Hope their file folders are big and sturdy enough to contain my awesomeness. A garbage can. They threw the collar in the garbage. Glad to see the city PD is filing its evidence with due care and process. Something to look forward to while I look up the case file. Let's see. Case 263. Received noise complaint in regards to a Husky convention. Interviewed the organizer for official statement. Awoo. I'd say our tax dollars at work, but not like I pay my taxes anyway. Anyway, that's not it.
Yeah, wooers in chat.
Case 111. Traffic accident on East 3rd. Suspects, an illegal ring of Armadillo street racers. Based off scale impressions taken from victim's face. No, this isn't it. You'd think weird cat corpse case files would be easy to find. Mind you, maybe it would be if I knew the first thing about filing systems. Case 419. Another complaint lodged against Albert Watt. Hey, that's me. Wait, how many other complaints against me are in here? Too many to go through, and still no sign of the file I need. All right, doing one more than throwing up my paws. Case 5990, unusual feline body discovered in... Wait, this is it. This is the entire police file for the case. This is every piece of evidence, every note taken. This is a joke, right? There's like 2 pages in here. And half a page is just a stick figure drawing of the body with a frowny face. Body found under, This bit's partly crossed out. Implosion, then explosion, then hole in roof. That's odd. Body appears to be a small feline consistent with case 4666. As such, No further investigation needed or authorized. Send all case materials to janitorial to be recycled as toilet paper. Huh. Maybe it's a good thing their filing system is as deficient as their investigation skills. I'd hate to be fishing scraps of paper off Officer Hippo's rear end. Case 4666. So something like this has happened before. Sounds like I need to do some more reading, which is a sentence I never thought I'd be saying. Case 4666. Here we go. Dated a few months prior. Let's see what's in here. A lot of redactions. That's what. I haven't seen this many strike-throughs and black marker on a piece of paper since the last time a lady gave me her number. The whole case file is redacted to heck and back. How am I supposed to make out any of it? Hang on. There are some bits where the marker started dying. Guess police funding didn't extend to their stationery supply. A little squinting with my keen feline eyes, and I can make out cat. I guess that's something. Come on, eyeball. Strain. Strain harder. Narrow those pupils. Is that appeared? Unusual, unknown, roof hole. Sounding awful familiar. Something about released into custody. What? Some evidence. Property. Another body. Someone living and released to who? Claimant. Parties involved, including... Ugh, I can barely make out the letters.
Ugh.
M-A-N. Wait. Manny. Manny the Mantis. Again. Is that twice he's gotten involved in these cat cases? Wait. Never mind. That's an I, not an A. I should actually learn to read someday. M-I-N-K-Y-J-O. Minky. The Mink Jones.
Minky the Mink Jones.
He runs the Rabbit Rodents gang, I think. So not the underworld boss I thought it was. Just another underworld boss. Let's see. D. Dom. Dom D. Dom D. Wait. They couldn't mean Dom the Dolphin, the terror of 10th Street, head of the Sharks and Shirts gang.
Not the Sharks and Shirts.
They say if you cross him, you'll sleep with
Oh
the
my
fishes.
god, this guy's legit.
That's because he locks you in a fish cannery for the night. Best botch job of my life, really. Ugh, can't quite make it out. Oh, Ren. No, Ran. Utan. Oh, wait. Gutan. Orangutan. Orangutan. Head of the hairy apes. Even I know about them. And that's really saying something. I thought they kept to their side of 10th Street. Guess Oran's got a long reach, you know. Being an orangutan and all. So, one cat case, 3 names. All prominent members of the criminal underworld. Counting Manny the Mantis in my case. And that makes, hang on, let me get out my calculator. 4. 4 underworld bosses all involved somehow with weird cases involving weird cats. Which means absolutely nothing to me. Given I don't know the first thing about the criminal underbelly of this town, I'm too busy minding my own underbelly, thanks. It's getting a little saggy. Besides, how am I supposed to know the secret ins and outs of this town's criminal underworld? Not like I work in a job where that information would be useful or anything. No, I'm gonna need to run this info by someone who knows this stuff. Someone who's not only seen this city's seedy underbelly, but who's given it a scritch and a rub while saying, "Who has the cutest criminal underbelly? That's you. which rules out pretty much every cop in this town, meaning I'll need to find someone who's actually part of that world. But where would I find them? Not here, that's for sure.
Okay.
All right, now the tough part. How to get out of here. I'm imagining that since this is all their classified files, it must be under pretty heavy lock and key. That they apparently forgot to actually lock. Great elephanting, I gotta say.
Did I get the collar? I guess I don't need it. Hey, you're not supposed to be here. I'm calling the police. Aren't you the police? Damn it, you're right. Does that mean I have to call myself? Does that mean I have to actually work? That's not what I took this job for. Well, while you work that out, speaking of calling people who are supposed to be helpful, I should probably call for a ride. Can I borrow your phone? You know what? If it means you leave before I have to actually do anything, please do. Thanks for giving me a ride, Deborah. Again. You do seem to be needing a lift a lot today. Not that I mind, but... Have you considered taking the bus? In this city? You realize the giant police force budget means no budget for transit, right? You'd be lucky if a bus came every other ice age. I'm just saying, as much as I'm happy with the arrangement, bus fare is less than my retainer. Again, in this city? I wouldn't be so sure. Besides, I'm a detective. I've got an image to maintain. Hard-boiled, worldly wise, the kind of guy who's too cool to take a bus. This has all happened in one day. You're currently sitting on a sticky lollipop my daughter left on the back seat, so...
Hard-boiled detective.
Oh, why did I go? Oh, I guess I need to charge the collar again. No.
I guess, although either that... maybe I better not chance it.
Huh. Oh. Oh, because this is where my car is. Let's go. I can't remember. Market, maybe. Or the cop. Maybe the cop will give me a
No
tip.
getting in. Market's closed and locked off till morning.
No. Okay. Well, we'll see what Betty has to say. Who knows? So, okay, she has nothing to say. Gotta talk to a criminal. I don't know where a criminal would be. I should look at my journal. Oh, right. So I have to get back in here, but I don't have anything to give him. Don't think. Oh. Here's the gift I have. Oh, so then I can use this to go back. I didn't think about that. A collar. I can't remember. It's like a Russian. Нет. A collar. Not just any collar. A stylish designer collar. Made from authentic material. And as you can probably smell, it carries its own unique fragrance. A singular collector's item, truly. Okay, I'll assume the fact you're shoving it in your pocket like it's a discarded candy wrapper means that you accept my gift? So I can just go in? Niet. What? But I gave you a gift and everything. You give Sergey gift that Sergey would need to pay sucker. to take off paws. Sergei not owe you anything, cat. Well, fine, keep it then. Not like I want it for some incredibly genius plan involving teleportation or anything. Not like I want it or anything. You keep guarding that storeroom back there. Okay. So if I then leave and go here, I'll poof in the back, I think.
Time to see where the bouncer put my collar. Surely somewhere safe as befits a valuable bribe. I mean, gift.
I mean, I guess it's also a trash can.
Either I end up in the bar itself, or somewhere where I can listen for the passwords. Either way, I'm gonna be sitting pretty.
Wow, it's a dumpster.
What am I doing out here in the garbage? I was supposed to teleport to where the collar was. Or the bouncer's wallet. A safe vault.
My bad.
Heck, maybe a nice little shadow box frame on the wall for displaying it. Wait, did that guy throw away the perfectly nice collar I flagrantly bribed him with? Just another sign of how rotten this city is. A place where flagrant bribes aren't treated with the respect they deserve. Speaking of which, I guess I should pick my flagrant bribe up, huh?
1 second. Well, it looks like this game is like 6 hours. So we'll not be finishing it today. But it's cool. I like it. It's funny. Oh.
Phew. Smells like my flagrant bribe has become a fragrant bribe. Wait. No, that's just me. Dang. And I thought I'd come up with a real zinger there. Someone's coming. Quick. Hide.
We'll play out this section and then I'll stop for the day. The ducks. Sorry about this, sweetie. I was worried about you. What happened? And how did you get so drunk? It was the funniest story. I was looking for that book I told you about. I asked the nice bear if they had a copy of A Mandrill for All Seasons in the back. He said they did, but when he let me back to the check, they didn't have it. You know what they had? Lash and Lash Bouge. Why did you drink it? Didn't want to be rude. Ugh, never mind. Let's just get you home.
That's it. A mandrill for all seasons. The key I need to get where I'm going. All thanks to my feline sense of stealth.
Oh, by the way, sweetie. Who's that weird cat standing in the alley watching us? Oh, him? Probably just the garbage collector.
Stealthy, like the night.
Hi. Can I help you with— good gracious? What is that horrible stench? Smells like you bathed in sewage and molten garbage. You're not entirely wrong. Cat. The password is A Mandrill for All Seasons. Alright. If cat have password, cat can go in. It's that easy. Sergei, orders clear. Only let in animals with password. Cat has password. Now stop bother Sergei.
They say not to judge a book by its cover, and the back cover is no different.
Wow, everybody's here.
It might look classy, dignified, welcoming,
Nope, not you. Get out.
but that unassuming back cover blurb hides a lurid tale of greed, crime, lies, and scandal. The kind of story where
God damn it. Is he monologuing again? No monologuing. That's how everything went to hell in the first place. Okay, fine, I'll stop. Don't worry, barkeep. I'm on my best behavior. Let me check something. Yeah. Yep. I'm halfway through. That's okay. It's fun. I'll definitely finish this. Probably offline. I don't care if you're kissing an angel's left butt cheek. What part of Banned for Life did you not understand? Get out! You can't keep me out of this place. And why not? Because I know the password. Damn you to high hell. Guess my hooves are tied then. Fine, you can stay, but no funny business. Look, if this is about my unfortunate attempt at a comedy act, no funny business. Also, for God's sakes, have a bath. You stink of garbage. I mean, I guess I could give myself a tongue bath right here. You know what? I'll tolerate the stink. Whoa. Whoa. It's like a fixed perspective. This is weird. I'm like behind the bar. Oh, I'm not. Alright. Well, hey, if it ain't the cat who came sniffing around our base. Gave me one heck of a shiner, you know. Oh dear, you look good. I can't even see the black eye. That's because of my scaly complexion. Anyway, you're either real brave or real stupid. I'd say brave, but apparently I'm outvoted unanimously by everyone else. Well, either way, you got some guts. No hard feelings, yeah? I don't know, the bump on my head you gave me was pretty hard. Hey, that was business. I'm here on pleasure, so I got no beef with you. Mostly because neither of us are cows. You let me drink till I get a headache of my own, and we got no problems, dig? I gotta talk to your boss Manny again. Where can I find him? You can't. He's dead? Jeez, I knew I shouldn't have left him trapped in that upside-down glass with no air for. Nah, one of our boys found him and let him loose after you left. He's fine, just very, very pissed at you. Uh-oh, so you're gonna beat me up again? Rip the collar I stole from my paws? Send me to the bottom of the river so I get my fur all wet? Me? I'm not doing any of that. Like I said, I'm here to relax. I'm off the clock. I'm not doing no crocodile tears business while I got a drink in my claw. But that also means I ain't playing secretary to your meetings with our boss, and I ain't telling you where our new HQ is. You ain't going there, and you ain't seeing the mantis again. But trust me, given how peeved the boss is, you don't want to see him again. Hey, glad we're at the stage where we can be cordial and all, but would you mind going somewhere else to drink? What, the other end of the bar? I was thinking more like the other end of town, actually. I just want to unwind with friends and drinks, but you're so intimidating that it's hard to relax when you're around. What? Me? Intimidating? I guess. I'll try and just smile more. With your teeth? That's not any less intimidating. It's even worse. Well, then let me smile even wider and say this in a friendly, cheerful way. I ain't budging. This is my time off, and I spend it where I want. Got it, cat? Or do I have to open my mouth wider to make my point? Oh God, no thanks. Sorry to bug you, Mr. Crocodile. Hey, Scales, is it? Did you hear? Sounds like the crocodile tears are having some trouble with the other gangs tonight. They might need your help. What do you know about the gangs? Frankly, I'm surprised you knew about us. Well, I know that... the rabid rodents are rabid. They're frothing at the mouth to rumble with the crocodiles. Oh yeah? Give me one good reason they'd want to mess with us. Because Minky the Mink Jones is a weasel and he wants to undermine your operations? Wait, you're saying you saw Minky Jones? That changes things. What? No love for the mustard puns? I must put a lid on them. Get it? My genius is wasted on you. I'd better head back and see what's up. Boss will probably need my help. Yeah, you should go. Your help might really, your help might really help balance the scales. Get it? Scales? Because your name is, and you know what? I'm gonna shut up for you. First smart thing you've said or done all night. I'm off. Tell the barkeeper to put my drink on your tab. Sure will. What?
Man, I hope he gets gingivitis and cavities someday. That'll learn him.
Oh, you. Rudy, good to see you. What are you doing here at the secret speakeasy that nobody knows about? You were the one who blabbed about it months ago. Oh yeah, that was why I got kicked out the other time. Anyway, what are you doing here? Don't you have to mind the kiosk? How many jackasses, donkeys, and mules do you think need to check the newspaper at this time of night? Jimmy's holding down the fort. I've earned a drink for my troubles, I think. You have troubles? Sure do, like getting a catty jerk to pay back the money he owes me. Oh, right. About that, if you're about to launch into a sob story about how the gig you had lined up isn't going to pay, I can't fully express how little I want to hear it. Good to know. I definitely was not about to do anything like that. No, sir. Good, because the only next words I want to hear from you are, I've got your money right here. Got it? What's the matter? Cat got your tongue? Well, yeah, considering I'm a cat who's got a tongue. But you said not to say any other words except I've got your money right here, so I couldn't reply, and then... Oh, just leave before I decide to relieve my headache with some porn-related violence. Oh, so you did make it to the super secret speakeasy that nobody's supposed to know about. I'm honestly surprised. Well, you know, I'm a detective. I know all sorts of things nobody's supposed to know about. What, to make up for not knowing all the things everybody's supposed to know about? More or less. Speaking of which, if you're a regular, how did you not put two and two together and realize who it was you smelled at the scene of the crime? Do I look like the kind of bird who goes up to everyone in the bar and sniffs them deeply? I have other more important things to do. Hey, yeah, didn't you chase me out of your apartment saying you had somewhere important to be? And now you're here? Sweetie, after the week I've had, this is somewhere important to be. Besides, all your questions about the drinks and things here got me thirsty. Glad to know the mysterious death of a fellow feline has provided an inspiration to come here and get drunk. No reason to let a little death and detective work ruin a perfectly good evening. Ugh, what do you want? About what happened earlier that triggered my completely unfair removal and ban from the premises. If you're gonna end that sentence with anything but an apology, you might want to rethink that. So an apology would help? No, but it's the only thing that wouldn't make things worse. Alright, I'm sorry for everything. Except for calling the lady's mother a hamster. She deserved that pie to the face. Turns out I was wrong. The apology made things worse too. Lots of familiar faces here tonight. What do you expect? It's a speakeasy. We got regulars. Regulars that all happen to be animals I know or who are relevant to the case I'm investigating. I pride myself on running a convenient watering hole. Get it? Because it's a zebra. Is this when I ask you questions about each of them? Get all the gossip straight from the stripy horse's mouth? Firstly, zebras are not stripy horses, and that stereotype has held us back for too long. Secondly, you've got some weird ideas about how bartenders work. Since when are we supposed to know everything about everyone? Since always? Weird ideas. There's one familiar face I don't see here tonight. Her. Is she here? Could you be a bit more specific? I run a gender diverse establishment here. Oh, who else would I be asking about? You're sort of trying to be deliberately mysterious, so... Elma. I'm asking about Elma. Is she here? I mean, I would hope so, considering she works here. She's due to go on stage any minute.
And there she is.
Oh, wow.
Miss Elma Gautier. Trouble. The kind of trouble that wears a colorful dress. Though, you'll have to take my word on it. What with that black and white filter.
True.
She's a sheep. A seducer. A siren.
I'm feeling like a lost lamb. You know what? I'm not gonna speak for this part. I'm just gonna let her sing.
Not a good siren, mind you. I don't judge. In this world, you do what you can to survive. And Elma, she's a survivor. Even if it means getting her wool dirty with some questionable activities. Speaking of questionable activities, I hope this song finishes soon.
One clap. Let's go. Thank you, thank you. You want a tip, you know where to find me, at the bar. That was beautiful. Elma Gautier, good to see you. And hear you. Well, look who the cat dragged in. I'm not even certain how that would work. Grabbing my own collar, or... Oh, Al, good to know some things never change. Except maybe your clone. Have you been rolling in the trash? Something like that. I could give myself a tongue bath right now if it's a problem. No, I like a cat that's not afraid to get dirty. Speaking of which, I didn't think I'd see you in this bar again after what you pulled. Yeah, well, I can be very persuasive when I put my mind to it. How's the bar life been treating you? Same old, same old. Bad tips, lousy front of house, terrible paper show, barely making rent. The usual. It's a bad scene. And how are you getting by? The usual? Well, you know me, darling. The lady's gotta do what she's gotta do to get by. Even if it means a little under the table here and there.
Under the table is an understatement. Try 10 floors down. In the basement, no. In the sewers, let's just say, our first meeting was when she picked my pocket. Joke was on her. My wallet was empty. Like it always is. Like I said, Elma Gautier is a survivor. And in this town, there are plenty of opportunities for a survivor too.
Sweetie, you're monologuing again. Remember, inside voice, outside voice. I love that that's like a gag the characters are respond. So anytime he monologues, everybody hears it. He's just doing it out loud. Oh, right. Well, glad to know you still got friends in low places helping you out. Oh, yes. And you, like me, always relies on generous friends. Even the ones who just throw in a little into the cookie jar, if you catch my drift. What are we talking about? Are we talking about... I'm trying to hint that you should buy me a drink, you cute, clueless cheapskate. Oh, right. That was all part of my plan. It sounds great. Bartender, can I order my friend a... How about a salty dog? One salty dog, I suppose. You think every dog is salty? They are. Every time I'm around, they're short-tempered and snappy. That might just be you being annoying, sweetie. I mean, I'm getting a bit short-tempered and snappy over you getting my favorite drink wrong. How about a one house special pineapple regret? I'm no lady, but I'll never turn down my favorite drink. Tastes like regret and pineapple. Can't get enough. Your wool smells of them all the time. Big talk from a brave boy who stinks back alley garbage, my sweet. At least I smell vaguely like something distantly related to a fruit. So, given that, mind explaining to me why I've got a collar from one of my cases that's reeking of pineapple regret? What are you implying? That I did it? Why would I steal a collar? How did you know it was a collar? Because you just said that was what it was? Oh, whoops, damn. I totally thought that detective trick would work. But how do you explain the smell of your favorite drink? You're probably just mistaken. The smell of the sewers probably just screwed up your sense of smell. Wait, damn. Huh? You didn't mention it was in the sewers, did you? You cunning bastard. You played dumb with the collar trick just to set up another trap for me. I did, yes, I totally did. Completely intentional. Me playing dumb. Now, shall we try this again? I didn't kill that cat, if that's what you're wondering. That's a start. Let's see what else you can tell me. So you were there when the weird cat died. Not exactly. It was dead already when I got there. It was a bad scene. I was in the neighborhood on my way home from work. I was minding my own business when I heard a loud crack. Probably should have let sleeping dogs lie, but I figured it was worth checking out. Got to the warehouse and I saw... What, the cat? The hole? No, I mean, yes, I saw the cat, but I was more focused what was on the cat. The collar? Yeah, it caught my eye. But like you said, the cat was there too. So I ran in to check on him, but he was gone. I swear on my life, he was already stone cold dead. If he wasn't, I would have helped. But since he was... What, you ripped the collar off his freshly dead body? I didn't rip it off. I unbuckled it very carefully. That's why I was there long enough to get interrupted. So I take it you noticed the cat looked weird. That's an understatement. Like I said, it was a bad scene. Have you ever seen a cat like that before? Living or dead? No, but I'd heard about... What did you hear? I can't tell you. Why not? Where did you hear whatever it is you can't tell me? Can't tell you that either. I'm getting a headache. I can tell you that the cat was dead when I got there, but not for long. He was still warm. Thought you said it was stone cold dead. Figure of speech, darling. Fine. Anything else? I have no idea why he looked like that, and I'd never seen him before in my life. Except... What? He looked like you. If you were short, on 4 legs, and a freak. Yet you didn't hesitate to steal from me. Him. Whatever. Actually, it made me even more eager, not gonna lie. I do love treating you bad, darling. The collar stinks of pineapple regret, which means you were carrying it around, I take it. I grabbed it off the body as soon as I realized the cat was dead. But why? It's not even your style. It's not for me, you ninny. It's for... Look, that collar is more valuable than you realize. It's in high demand, shall we say. I know it looks like a silly little scrap of fabric, but actually I kind of get why folks might want one. You do? Well, you clearly know something I don't. Which is not a sentence I thought I'd ever say. I know through the grapevine is that there were several parties interested in getting their hands on a collar like that. Why am I never invited to parties like that? These are bad parties you don't want any part of. What does that have to do? Oh, you're talking about crime and stuff. Yes, please, shut it loud in the middle of the bar. Shout it loud in the middle of the bar. Which is also technically a crime in earshot of a mook who's part of an organized crime racket. But yeah, turns out some folks were there. Some folks there want that collar bad. And whoever's interested is willing to pay handsomely for that. Well, you know I like handsome things, sweetie. That's why I put up with your pretty empty head. You saw the body, the collar. What about the hole? There was a hole in the ceiling. I'm not sure what else you want me to say, sugar. Did you notice anything about the hole? Signs of explosives or fire or something? It's more focused on the dead body and the collar on it. Bad scene, you know. I didn't see or smell anything, and I would have noticed smoke. It's hell to get out of wool, you know? Compared to pineapple regret and eau de sewage? Fair point. But still, I don't think holes like that are caused by that kind of explosion. At least not this time. Holes like that? What happened? You said you were interrupted by a very high-pitched shriek. Some feathery flamingo stumbled on me in the body. I panicked, and the bird brain was blocking the only door out, so I ran the only other way I could think of. Into the sewers. You weren't trying to meet up with anyone? A certain green insect and his equally green goons? If you mean Manny and the crocodile tears, no. I was hoping to sneak off their turf without them knowing I was there. They found me after about 10 minutes. My horrified and disgusted shrieking gave me away. You? Shrieking? What was there to shriek about? Do I look like the kind of you who enjoys bathing in sewage? I had to shampoo my wool for hours to get the smell out. Bad scene. If you were just grabbing the collar to sell it for money, why not just sell it to Manny? Oh, he made an offer. It's just that the offer involved 10 very intimidating crocodiles and a pointed reminder that the loot was on his turf. So you had to surrender and run home. This time, unfortunately. Too bad. This time. You know, this drink is really nice. You should try it. The ashtray flavor is not bad. Make it sound like this has happened before. Do I now? I mean, you certainly don't seem that surprised by what happened. That's just my sang-froid, my dear. Not sure what Sam Lloyd has to do with this. Is he a suspect? Did he do this before? You're lucky you're cute, or I'd be real put out by you right now, mister. So has it happened before, or not? Sure has. Don't know how many times, but enough that it's almost a regular thing lately. Who are you gonna sell it to? Whoever ended up being the highest bidder, obviously. You don't understand how money works, do you? I understand that means there are lots of interested buyers who are willing to compete. That would be a very smart deduction from you, Hal. Save for the bit where I already said as much a few minutes ago. You expect me to pay attention to what you say? And as for these buyers, any of them have names? Not the sorts of names I'd feel comfortable yelling in the middle of a bar. What do you mean? It's just something that's probably illegal in the middle of an illegal bar filled with illegal... Oh, now I get it. You get it. Iminal Cray... You get it. Iminal Cray der World Unday of Stay. I don't speak your fancy French, so if that's your plan for avoiding having the whole criminal underworld listening in, we'll have to do something else. Like I said, the sorts of buyers I had in mind with the kind of cash I had in mind aren't the sort who'd like me yelling their names in public. Bad scene. I might feel more comfortable talking about them if you started yelling their names in public. Because no one knows to suspect me, so I'd be safe if I did it. I'd rather you get your kneecaps whacked than me. You say the cat was already dead, but how do I know you're telling the truth? How do I know that any of this is actually what happened? What, I'm not trustworthy? Why wouldn't you trust little old me? I mean, we could start with the fact that you seem to be rubbing haunches with the animals of the bad scene. Or the fact that you willingly admitted to stealing from a corpse in order to score some cash. It's mostly because you're a singer in a smoky jazz bar. But that always means you're up to no good. Oh, right, that. Look, I can't blame you for doubting me. It doesn't look good, but all I'm really guilty of is being too poor to be fussy about where I get my dough. I'm not bad. I'm just a black sheep of sorts. If that's the case, mind telling me the whole truth? There's clearly something bigger going on here. You're not giving all the info. Gal's gotta have some secrets, especially when they might get her in trouble with the wrong crowd. Let's just say if you ask the right questions, I might be willing to tell you more of what I know. Whether you trust it is up to you. I found something interesting in the archives. Ring a bell? Should it? Considering it involves a mysterious cat, a hole, and 3 very interesting individuals, I figured it might. Tell me, do the names Dom the Dolphin, Oran Gutan, and Minky the Mink Jones mean anything? I know them. I know of them. They were the buyers I was hoping to sell the collar to. But they're all gang leaders like Manny, aren't they? They're the heads of this city's criminal underworld. Now you're getting it, and now you know why I wasn't in a hurry to chat about it with a goon sitting nearby. But yeah, the whole underbelly of this town's in one hell of a state. The heads are looking for those collars, and they're willing to pay top dollar to anyone who brings one. Collars is in plural? Oh, honey, you passed elementary grade school grammar. No sass, I'm proud of you. But yes, that is how plurals work. So one from this case and one from case 4666, I assume. So this, whatever this is, happened twice. Oh, you sweet, stupid sex on legs. More like the police only caught it twice. It's happened way, way more than that. Wow, a whole 2 times the police did their job. Don't be too impressed. It was pure luck both times they stumbled on the cat before anyone else did. Well, both times there were some strings being pulled to bury the case, if you catch my drift. Catching anyone's drift is against my religion, thanks. Also, what did strings have to do with anything? They're fun to bat around and play with, but pay off, sweetie. The gangs have their fingers, paws, hooves, and claws in the police pie. Clearly one of a major case go away, so no one poke too deeply. Ha! Poking too deeply is my specialty. It's what stopped me from becoming a dentist. Or a proctologist. Thanks for that bad image. So how long has this been going on for with the cats and collars and stuff? Months. It's been a bad scene for a while. How has no one besides your shady friends picked up on anything? Surely I'd have noticed something after this long. Sweetie, you don't even notice when you have kitty litter on your butt. I don't think you're an expert on what does and doesn't draw attention. My shady friends like to keep things on the DL, and they're very good at what they do. So then I guess the question is, if this has happened more than twice, how many times has it happened? A lot. Like 3, 4? High single digits? Try double digits. Try high double digits. And those are just the ones I've heard of. Might even be triple. My god, that's bad. I don't know if I can count that high. I only have 18 toe pads. Math wasn't my strong suit. I didn't think you had any strong suits. That suit you're wearing is pretty bad. So what have the gangs been doing? Exactly. Besides paying off the cops, you mean? Well, they've all been keeping their ears to the ground listening for any word of one of these weird cats. So they're not the ones behind bringing the cats in? I don't know. But they do seem to have a good sense of when to be on alert. Just not where. Either way, when they get wind of another, whoever runs that territory swoops in and clears everything out before the cops or anyone else notice. Unless, say, a plucky gal sneaks in to grab the goods. How'd that go for you? Pretty bad, but you can't blame a girl for trying. Gangs might have an understanding about respecting turf, but that won't stop them from trying to get a leg up on each other. Or several legs, really. So when they clear everything out, does that mean the cat too? Are they putting the poor kitties in concrete muffin makers? No idea. They take the cat with them either way. No one's actually seen any of the cats since then. So yeah, bad scene, even for me. But I get the feeling that's tying up loose ends. It's not the cats they're interested in, it's those weird collars. They're fighting tooth and nail over them. Makes me think there might also be a separate buyer they're all competing for. What I don't understand, what's so special? I can't imagine why so many are trying to get their hands on it. Something I know that you don't, for once. You say it happened more than once, but what is it? I don't really know the details, but from what I gather, they all involve some sort of weird cat appearing out of nowhere in random parts of the city. I didn't think I took any cases like this before. Not you, more like the dead cat. Real small, weird legs. Although I don't know if all of them actually died. Heard some of them were alive and just went missing after. Bad scene. All of them blew some kind of hole in the ceiling or building when they showed up. Most of them had some sort of collar. Everybody's getting riled up about those. That's why the gangs are on the lookout for any random cats. And why there's big bucks to make if you can bring them one. Hence why you went for it. I think I'm getting it. So you're telling me that for the past few months, countless cats have been appearing in town through giant holes in the roof, only for the underworld gangs to show up and snatch them. Like I keep saying, it's a bad scene. You're not wrong. Those poor cats, so noble, so adorable, so misunderstood. Are you talking about the missing cats or yourself? Most of the missing cats were also very, very weird. Which applies to you now that I think about it. Seems like my kitty case is just the tip of the iceberg. And not a penguin in sight to help. Thanks, Alma. This will help my investigation a lot. I'm not entirely sure how yet, but I'm sure it'll come up eventually. That makes risking my life blabbing criminal secrets all worth it, if you might maybe sort of find it useful. Will you be okay? I mean, between that and the whole trying to snatch a collar from under Manny's nose, I imagine they might be annoyed. Serves them right for not paying me what I'm worth. I've had a pineapple regret, which means doing things I'm gonna regret. Don't worry about me, doll. My wool might get dirty, but I know a good dry cleaner. And I always make the best of a bad scene. That's all, Elma. Don't go far. I might have other questions. Where else would I be but here, sugar? She had so much to say. That was insane. It was like fucking
Bug. It'll be a long walk.
30
with no
minutes of
wheels.
reading.
I'll need to call for a ride back to the clock store.
Is this game safe? Well, we'll stop there for today. Whew, I'll probably finish that one in the coming days. Interesting little game, though. Yeah. Enjoying it. Funny writing. Tomorrow, we're finally going to play Indie. Some Indie Jones. How fun. How fun for us all. And that'll be the end of January, I guess. Huh. Kind of interesting. Yeah. And it'll be February next week. Woo-hoo. Okay. But for now, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for listening to me talk for 3.5 hours non-fucking stop. Hope you had fun. TGIF. See you tomorrow, same time, same place. Take care and toodaloo, okay? See you later. Bye-bye.